Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tampa Bay Sports Talk. We are live, day two for the NFL Draft 2020. 2 and 3 is tonight, and it's right now. So let me get the TV going. Hold on. I should have had it already set, but here we go. Hello, everybody.
But this year,
What's up, gamer?
with a future stronger, a stronger line, or greater speed. We're looking to build a deeper lead. With a future of full arenas, full voices.
Ready for round two. There's a lot of kind of reports talking about teams are trading up.
Power of football together. Because that will mean life is back to normal for us all. So celebrate with these young men as they start their careers today. Looking forward to a stretch of glorious tomorrows. For this draft, we're not the Raider Nation or cheeseheads. We're not red and gold or white and blue. We're one football family. Sharing our hope with all of you. The voice of Peyton Manning kicking off our day two, rounds 2 and 3 coverage of the NFL 2020 draft, originally scheduled to be in Las Vegas, right there on the strip in front of Caesar's Palace. But with the
If you look on NFL.com, they have a prediction for round two, and they have Jaguars taking Jonathan Taylor. They have Miami Dolphins taking DeAndre Swift, and then they have the Bucks getting J.K. Dobbins, and the Rams are gonna reach for Cam Akers.
Had some people shook up saying, I don't know, in Wisconsin. Glad you're with us, Trey Wingo here. Welcome to tonight's 2 and 3. We can see a run on more receivers, more running backs, and some very big name quarterbacks that you've watched over the years in college football go off the board tonight. We have our remotes set up with so many of those players. The Jalen Hurts of the world, the Jacob Froms of the world, the Jacob Easons of the world, the J.K. Dobbins from Ohio State. When will their names be called? We will share their experiences with you tonight and the hope they bring and the hope that that draft pick will bring to them. And of course, we've got our family here ready to roll with us. Mel Kiper Jr. is in full form. Our fine front office insider, Louis Riddick. Booger McFarland got 2 rings on his fingers. NFL Network greats joining us. Daniel Jeremiah to break it all down. Football favorite Kurt Warner, as well as Michael Irvin, ladies and gentlemen. He, the possessor of 3 Super Bowl rings. Pretty good. So the Bengals are officially on the clock. Where will they go with the first pick of day 2? We're about to find out. Buckle up. We literally have no idea what's going to happen. And you know what? We kind of like it that way.
Sorry about that.
Ready to roll. Night 2, round 2. Here we go.
My damn son unplugged my ring light, so I had to take him out the room. So, what do y'all think about round one after having a whole day to think about it and everything? What's up, Eric? Lucas, what's up? Thank you for coming.
Dad, come play some ball. You're my friend. Don't think you're dead. You're dead.
So the Bengals are not trading out from the first pick in the second round. Adam Schefter just reported that they will stand pat and pick at number 33, so they're not trading out.
Just like there's no place to State Farm. I want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm's there. Some investment we're cooking for mom. She owns
Jonathan Taylor.
so when she was in place,
And on Facebook, everyone keeps thinking, "Oh, we got someone that's going to protect Tom Brady's blind side." They must not do their research and not know who Tristan Wirfs is, because he's a right tackle, and Jason Light already said he's playing right tackle, not left tackle. So they could. I mean, anybody could.
now more than ever, her love keeps you centered. Show her how much she means to
Shoot, they may shock someone and pick them in the second round, and then try to get Cam Akers in the third round. Who knows? But I don't know if Bucks are going to pick a quarterback, though. Alvin, what's up? Ooh. You knocked over the box.
Hey, Brett, why did your wife kick you out of the car, man? You see how much in the house? You know what? Hey, well, you got the zebra print, little seat there, your mouth there, behind it. I guess that's what happens when you got 6 rings and you stole one from you, Tom. Listen, I'm in the car because the internet on the West Coast is not working, all right? Russ, really, Tom's in the wrong house. He's not even
Yeah, because that's what we need. That was our biggest need, and he's good. He's power. I think he's powerful. So that's going to help our run game out big time, because Dotson wasn't good at run blocking last year. He didn't have no power. He was 6'9". Now he's a little bit shorter, 6'5", but he's powerful. And you see that his videos, he's got strong legs, and he ran a 4.8 40. That's fast for a damn 300-pound, 6'5" guy. Shit, some tight ends don't even run that fast. There's some tight ends don't even run that fast. Some linebackers don't even run that fast.
Didn't play a snap, so it is going to be a completely different team going forward for the Cincinnati Bengals in 2020, and let us kick off day 2.
All right, here we go.
Good evening, and welcome.
If you guys are ahead, like last night, I hope not, but don't say it.
Last night we welcomed 32 men to the NFL family. Thank you for making it the most watched night in NFL draft history.
Yeah, it was the most viewed NFL in history, or NFL draft.
Tonight we're continuing our important work with the Draft-a-thon. The NFL family contributed more than $85 million so far for COVID-19 relief, including $4 million last night with the Draft-a-thon. Tonight, the NFL will match every dollar contributed by fans. So let's keep it coming, because we're going to double your money. On your screen,
And I'm trying to get some good luck. I'm wearing my old Doug Martin jersey, so hopefully we get a good running back again.
The 2020 NFL Draft. The Cincinnati Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock.
The Bengals are on the clock. Here we go.
Commissioner, thank you. Zach Taylor looks like he's got an entire coaching staff around him there.
Yeah, it's probably because it's just streaming, but.
Making sure everybody's on the same page before they turn in that pick for pick number 33. Here was, of course, the story last night. Joe Burrow, the number 1 overall selection, just the all-time greatest season we've ever seen from a college quarterback in terms of his production as well as the team. They went 15-0, won the national championship. Joe was the Heisman Trophy winner.
Look at my little boy. He's just wanting to get into everything. You can't get in.
More about the reaction of getting Joe Burrow, and of course, look what they've already done in Cincinnati, Ohio. Burrow,
Give me that pen.
The Tiger King.
That's my Bucks pen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You want this
It
one?
is no longer Joe Exotic. It is just Joe Burrow. He is the true Cincinnati Bengal.
Let me see the Bucks one.
So we've
Okay,
got all our people ready to roll there.
You can't have that. Nope.
Start with you. They do get their tackle back from last year, Jonah Williams, who didn't play last year. They get A.J. Green. What do you think they could be looking at? Yeah, we said there was not a tight end off the board yet. Colton Met from Notre Dame, heck of a football player. There are some offensive linemen. Robert Platt, Louisiana Lafayette, tackle guard, very versatile, really good football player. So I think if you try to help out Joe Burrow, on the defensive side of the ball, there's a ton of directions they can go. But this team's all back now. Number 9, Joe Burrow, believe me. And I would try to do everything I could.
No, you can't mess with the camera.
All right, so Lewis, that's the insider. Where would you go?
Yeah, his mom is out right now, so I have to watch him. And he's just getting in everything. Hold on, I'm going to go put him out.
What is the glaring need? I think I would start at wide receiver straight. Look, I don't know if you can count on A.J. Green. Look, he's going to be back and we expect him to come back. We expect him to pick up where you left off. But I would be looking to get a big, physical, down the field, jump ball winning wide receiver in the form of a guy like Chase Claypool, in the form of a guy like Michael Pittman Jr., someone who has a history of being durable and staying on the football field, but that is going to be the most important thing here for Joe Burrow. For the development, you have to have somebody who's going to be there day in and day out to work with him and grow with him. So that would be the position I would be looking to fill with his first pick in the second round.
No, I lay him down. His favorite show is SpongeBob. So. No, I don't know. I think they were, to me, I think since they're in an all-in trying to win right now phase, I think they're going to try to get pieces that's going to help them out for this year or next year. I think they're going to, I think once they get their running back, I think they're going to start adding pieces to the defense. That's my opinion.
That's why I think a guy like Ross Blacklock, somebody up front that can fortify that run defense. We got gas time and time again last season. All right, Daniel Jeremiah from the NFL Network. Your thoughts on the team construct process here? What would you do if you were Cincinnati? Well, I can make a case for a lot of these defensive players I think would be upgrades on this roster. But when you select Joe Burrow with the first overall pick, to me, you've got to give him some more help.
Cam Akers, yeah, I like him. I just don't know if he would be a fit. I don't know if he can be that receiving back that the Bucs are looking for. He's a good runner, but I don't know. They're looking for a receiving back because we got Ronald Jones already.
Those names you mentioned, they were both potentially first-round picks here. But Kurt, as a guy who is going to be the franchise quarterback, that's a position you found yourself in with the Rams. And if you know you're going to be that guy, what's the thing you want to have around you? Well, I like where DJ and Lewis are going. Weapons. I have a lot of them when I play, but I think the smart move for Cincinnati is to go on the interior either side. It's really that defensive interior, or as DJ was just talking about, the offensive interior. Get more stout up front, be able to run the football. That always helps a young quarterback because I believe.
Yeah, but I think DeAndre Swift's gonna be the first one taken. Well, tonight he's gonna be the first one taken. That's my opinion. And they're talking about DeAndre Swift is gonna go to Miami.
That's got to be where you're going. And Dre, let's be real here. He has some great toys. You can say what you want. A.J. Green is still one of the best in this league. When he's healthy and on
So there's the running backs here. Swift, Dobbins, Taylor, Zach Moss.
But they were also 30th in scoring. If I give them some more weapons, give them that big receiver that Lewis was talking about. We put more points on the board. That's the way we stop you from running the football. We make you play catch up. That helps the defense.
Yeah, they could go defense or offensive line.
You're exactly right. So there's a lot of ways they can go here. There are a lot of options for the Bengals who are trying to get back to the way they were. I know we sort of.
Where'd Tyler Eifert go? He left.
We look at the Bengals as a
He left the Bengals.
Playoff wins, and obviously since they went to
so they need a tight end too, but I don't know if
there. But we're talking about a team that has
the pick is in, so they didn't trade out.
Quite frankly, should have won that wild card game a few years ago against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but then Vontaze Perfect went Vontaze Perfect, and that was all part of it. Yeah, bad luck. And they had traded Carson Palmer. That the penalty late would look like they had the Steelers beaten. But they have had success in the regular season, and they have allowed quarterbacks to have success. As I talked about before, 114 touchdown passes since 2003, ranked 13th in the NFL. So they have done a decent job with their quarterbacks over the years. All right, Mel, thanks. So we'll see what happens here. Zach Taylor looks like he's by his lonesome now and is on the phone. That would lead me to believe that potentially the pick is in. And ladies and gentlemen, it is. Where will Cincinnati go? Okay, let's get this started with the 33rd pick in the 2020 draft. The Cincinnati Bengals select T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
Somewhere Zach Taylor
T. Higgins. I wasn't expecting that.
Here's what's neat to know about T. Higgins in his 3-year career at Clemson. 27 touchdown catches. Why is that significant? It ties the school record of DeAndre Hopkins.
That's a good pick for them.
Who were both first-round picks.
So Burrow beat him in the damn championship game.
Over 2,400 yards, and Michael was good for over 18 yards a catch. That ranked 5th in Tigers history. And this kid is incredible at going up and getting the football. You see the size right there, 6'3", 216 pounds. And by the way, just real quick, this is T's sister who plays basketball at Middletown.
I'm about to say, why are they showing that?
Family. And he was also a Mr. Basketball runner-up in Tennessee, Michael, before he decided to focus on the football field. Look at that athleticism. Look at the way he's leaping and dunking that basketball. Remember, I talked about this guy earlier when I called him area code receiver.
Shoot, T. Higgins could be like a Sammy Watkins.
And you see right there in that highlight, you talk about his
I know.
speed, but his knowledge.
So the Colts didn't pick it.
So dangerous. He doesn't have that runaway speed, but he has the body that once he stacks you, you can't come over top of him. And he has that great body control. Where he can control his body any kind of way he needs to catch that football. This is a great pickup. These two will be able to grow together for a long time. Yeah, Daniel Jeremiah, one of the things that's interesting about T. Higgins, his arms measured 34 1/8 inches at the combine. In the last 10 drafts, there have been 4 wideouts in the first round with long arms that long. They were Mike Evans, Kelvin Benjamin, A.J. Green, and Des Bryant. So we're talking about pretty good company here.
Taiwan, which pick you talking about?
No doubt, and that size is going to show up big time in the red zone. It's going to show up in third
Jaden,
down.
no.
You want to know Joe Burrow's excited. Joe Burrow trained in Los Angeles with Jordan Palmer to get ready for this draft. And you know who else he's through to while he was out there? T. Higgins. These guys have already played catch with one another. There's already some familiarity between these two. And he's going to be their red zone weapon.
They're saying on Twitter that T. Higgins had ankle issues.
There were some people that say he fell off a little bit toward the end of the college football run. He admitted he was.
Yeah, because that's a steal. He fell to 14, and he was ranked. He was rated number 1 offensive tackle in the draft. And the Bucs got him at 14, and he was supposed to go in top 5.
And motivation comes in many forms. When T. Higgins was a kid, he really didn't like football. So his mom said, for every touchdown you score as a 4-year-old, I'll give you a Hot Wheel. He scored a lot of touchdowns. He got a lot of Hot Wheels. And now he's got some Hot Wheels that he's going to go with Joe Burrow. Meanwhile, it looks like the next pick is in. It would be the Indianapolis Colts with pick number 34. And yes, indeed, that pick is in. So where will Frank Reich and company go? Let's find out what they're going to do.
Now this could be the safety, McKinney.
How they're going to build around Phillip Rivers, their new quarterback. Let's find out right now. The first pick of the draft. With the 34th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Michael Pittman.
Michael Pittman.
USC. Well, just like the first round, we're going to see a lot of wideouts go off the board. And here's what you need to know: Michael Pittman. The name sounds familiar, and Booger alluded to it. His dad was a punishing runner for the Tampa Bay Bucks among other teams, and he was part of a Super Bowl championship squad. And take a look at Michael Pittman. He was a runner, well, you know better than anybody, that was not afraid of contact and running.
So 2 wide receivers back to back. So that's pushing the running backs back.
Pittman plays the position that same way. Listen, he had over 100 catches. Very few people have done that at USC. He goes up and gets the ball.
Yeah, we're talking about T. Higgins catch radius. How about Michael Pittman at 6'4", 223 with that 4.52 speed, that 36.5 vertical. Effective working in traffic. I tell you, not easy to bring to the ground. The block. Just no.
Oh, look at that catch, one-handed.
The hands, the concentration, the hand-eye coordination. He has all that. And I think
yeah, I know.
Around in the hot spot for some great receivers in the NFL. Lewis and Michael Pittman, very underrated. As I said earlier, you're talking about 4.52 speed and 6'4", 223. He will be a nightmare to try to match up with the quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, I saw that nightmare firsthand. No, I just saw him play against Colorado in Boulder just this past winter. And him and Laviska Shenault just absolutely put on the show. The wide receiver from Colorado. And Michael Pittman was on.
Go watch SpongeBob.
He caught the full array of routes. The short passing game, the slants, and the hitches, and the wide receiver screens. He caught the ball over the middle. He caught the ball deep down the sideline, the back shoulder 9 routes. He did just about everything you could do, and he's going to do everything that the Indianapolis Colts needed to do, DJ. Yeah, Lewis, his game against Utah was the most impressive game by a wide receiver that I saw this year. He won that game by himself, 10 catches, 232 yards, and a touchdown. They couldn't stop him. When I talked to Brian Kelly, head coach at Notre Dame, he said, look, I watched that film, and we said we might lose.
No, there ain't no trade moves.
Michael Pittman. They doubled him that entire game, kept the safety over the top. That's the kind of respect he got from opposing coaches. I love this pick for the Colts. Yeah, and one thing you need to know about Michael Pittman, he will overcome adversity, as we see the Lions now in the block with Matt Patricia and his son. He's dealt with a lifelong stutter, and he says, I'm not embarrassed by it. It's something that defines me and who I am, and I've been working really hard to make it better. So congratulations to Michael Pittman. Second straight year, by the way, the Colts have had a receiver go in the second round. They took Terrence Campbell out of Ohio State last year in the second round. So Matt Patricia,
yeah, because people, they had a lot more time to,
right now trying to figure out what to do with their first pick in the second round.
You know,
as we thought, chalk in the first round.
So they didn't trade out either.
The defensive back out of Ohio State. So where do we think they might go? As we take a look at the general manager, Bob Quinn, executive vice president, general manager. We're getting specific about everything. Lewis, you look at what's going on here with the Lions. Where do you see them going? Yeah, they need pass rush trade. They need somebody who can really get after the passer up the middle or on the edge.
This could be the Matos, that Matos, whatever that word name, dude.
And see if they can get some penetration upfield, because they have just been one of the worst teams in the NFL at getting and generating pressure on the passer, and you need that to win in the NFL. Yeah, that has certainly been an issue, and they've sheltered people in and out. Now, they were pretty active in free agency, getting a lot of former Patriots, much in the same way that Brian Flores and the Dolphins also got a bunch of former Patriots, because they all came from that coaching tree. But this is a big year for Matt Patricia. Ownership has basically said, we need to win, and we need to win now. And sometimes, instead of those sturdy blockers and pluggers you're talking about on the defense line, they go for a flashy pick on the offensive side. So we'll see how Matt Patricia.
Damn, my shit is delayed because it pops up on Twitter like who picked who, but I don't want to read it.
With the third pick in the second round. With the 35th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select DeAndre Swift, running back, Georgia. Okay, this is an interesting pick here, because DeAndre Swift is a guy who could do a lot of things out of the backfield. He waited his time at Georgia behind a lot of good runners like Nick Chubb and Sony Michel, but he is a dude that still contributed a lot. And by the way, his average of 6.56 yards per rush during his career broke Todd Gurley's school record. And what does his high school coach have to say about him? He said, God got up one morning and decided to make a great running back, and then he gave him a great name. And that's his dad, Darren Swift. Don't at me, old man strength. He is yoked. He runs a gym called Premium Training, Swift Fit in Philadelphia. I ain't messing with him. Any of you guys want to get a piece of him? Mark, you gonna take down his dad?
His dad's fucking built like a fucking train.
Simply put, Trey, this guy is a three-down running back. He comes from an NFL style of running game down in Georgia, so he understands how to set his blocks up, how to be patient, and burst through the line of scrimmage. But make no mistake about it, what he does best is in the passing game. You talk about a running back that understands how to run the angle route, how to get out.
Giants pick us in, so Giants didn't trade either.
You pair him with Kerryon Johnson, who they already have in Detroit. Now they have a 1-2 punch.
I didn't see Detroit going there, though.
Also run the football and do it on Bill. I love this pick for the Lions in DeAndre Swift.
Matthew Stafford's folks going to love DeAndre Swift. I watched him against Florida, stone a linebacker in a pass rush situation, coming up the middle.
Oh, yeah, that bitch was huge.
Completed 2 third-down passes to tight end Charlie Warner in the second and quarter of that game. You see his running style. He is very athletic. Catches the ball out of the backfield. As I said, a complete running back. We call that blocking, catching, running, and ball security as well. And he will work hard to improve in all areas. This kid is a kid who loves to play the game. And he only had 440 carries at Georgia. Remember, Elijah Holyfield was 1,000-yard runner.
Hey, you gotta give it to Detroit, though. That's 2 good picks, though, for him.
Jonathan Taylor had 926 career carries. Not much tread, 1 nose higher coming into the NFL for the Detroit Lions for DeAndre Swift, right?
Well, listen, Mel, DeAndre Swift is trying to turn something around. Detroit has finished in the bottom half of the league in rushing in each of the 21 seasons since Barry Sanders retired. That's why the Quins are happy. They think they're finally going to turn that streak around. The draft is just getting started tonight. At Domino's, we think you and your oven could use a break. Hours are running at 450 degrees, and your pizza stays untouched from here.
Shit, if Matthew Stafford can stay healthy and the defense plays good with the free agents they signed, Detroit could be the secret team in the NFC North. Shit.
A note to say you're on our mind. A willingness to come to you.
The world and how we interact with each other is changing, but that will never change who we are, Alexis.
You're praying wide receiver. What? Oh, you pray we get Taylor. I thought you were talking about a wide receiver. I'm like, what? You think Giants will go wide receiver? Who though? Giants need the edge, linebacker, corner, safety, and wide receiver. And that safety is still there. They got Delpit and McKinney or McKinley, whatever his name is. All right, Oliver. DeAndre Swift went to the Lions.
She looks important. Oh yeah, she's an insurance agent. She chooses nationwide to help protect all her family, businesses, and dreams and people. Looks like she's kind of famous. I've got her autograph. That must be tiny.
Wait on.
You ready to read it?
Who you think?
She looks important. Oh yeah, she's an insurance agent. She chooses nationwide to help protect all her family, businesses, and dreams and people. Looks like she's kind of famous. I've got her autograph. That must be tiny. It is. You ready to read it?
What is Haven Life? It's a chance to put your family first. It's an affordable way to help.
Rick Stroud of Tampa Bay Times said he on Twitter, curious if the Bucs will try to move up in the second round for a running back. Yeah, Landon Collins went to the Redskins last year. Jaded.
The 2020 NFL Draft is presented by Lowe's, the official
Yeah, it's going a lot faster.
sponsor of the NFL. And in
I don't know.
part by
Marlon Davidson.
Pizza Hut. Order today at pizzahut.com. All right, welcome back.
Look at this idiot. He's at home.
For those wondering why he's wearing the mask when he's up in his attic, remember he is recovering from lymphoma, so he's at
Oh, okay. Never mind. He's recovering from lymphoma.
There we see Joe Judge. Do we see Abby the dog? Is Abby in there? We'll find out. We'll see what happens there. But before we announce the next selection,
Well, we don't know the Bucks' big board. Only they know it. What?
Military Battalion,
You
the New York
You got Taylor,
among them is Specialist Christopher Smith, and we're honored to
J.K.
have-
Dobbins.
Thanks for having us.
I like Travis Etienne too, because he's a good receiver. You seen in Clemson, man, they always pass to Travis Etienne, but there's no talk on him.
Thank you for inviting us to be a part of the New York Giants. Now, we love you, New York. Go Giants.
And you got Cam Akers too. Here we go, the Giants.
Specialist Smith. And thank you to all our service members, both here and around the world.
I know y'all probably already
We cannot
seen it,
thank
but
you enough for what you do and what you continue to do in these uncertain times. Thank you. With the 36th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Xavier McKinney.
that was that safety. I just called it too. I said that safety there.
All right, so the X-Man is off the board, which means it's time for another tattoo for Xavier McKinney. He has been doing that since he was 6 years old. He's got Marvin the Martian, the Minions. He's got a bunch of things on there. Now he's going to have a New York Giants logo as well. No surprise, we're starting to see these safeties come off the board. We talked about the tattoos. He's been tattooing players on the field. DJ, he didn't run as well as
Here you go, gamer. Your Patriots are on the clock.
But this is a guy who made plays for Nick Saban on the back. Yeah, this is the best safety in the draft.
Jada.
I think the Giants benefited from the fact that Xavier McKinney did not get a pro day to clean that 40 time up. This is a first-round player who can.
Patriots need a lot of stuff though. Did you see all the stuff they lost? Holy shit. Hey, this could be quarterback for the Patriots. You never know. I had them picking Jacob Eason just because his dad played for the Patriots.
So you got to get a very smart-headed football player for the Giants. Exactly. You know, that position that you're talking about.
That's what NFL predicted Miami would get Jonathan Taylor. The pick is in, so the Patriots did not trade out. What's up, Lance? Hey, Lance got man. I got Lance. The Lions got DeAndre Swift.
Well, remember, they had success with Landon Collins in the second round a few years ago, but there you see a canine resemblance for Bill Belichick. The Patriots head coach and Nick Caserio, the director of player personnel. The Patriots are finally participating in the draft process. Let's see where they go.
Could it be a quarterback?
The 2020 NFL Draft. The New England Patriots select Kyle Duggar, defensive back, Lenore Ryan.
Kyle Duggar? Who the hell?
Lenore Ryan, stand up. Kyle Duggar is off the board. It's the first time an NFL team has selected a Division II safety in the first 3 rounds since the Bears took Daniel Manning out of Abilene Christian, 42nd overall in 2006. This is a guy who just sort
You
of
need a quarterback, you go get a damn safety.
But his mother, Kimberly, was a former basketball star at Fort Valley State, inducted into their athletic hall of fame in 2009. His brother Patrick played basketball at LaGrange.
So we got Carolina and Miami.
2012-14. Kyler played basketball at Whitewater High School of Georgia, just like his brother and mother did. And then, of course, at Lenore Ryan, Mel, This guy was a freak show. You just don't see his kind of athleticism at this level.
Dominant player.
The picks are going a lot faster. The pick is in already for the Panthers.
Kyle Tucker did it a variety of ways, but that kind of linebacker side, 6'1", nearly 220 pounds. The return game, he was outstanding as well, phenomenal. 6 punt return touchdowns in his career, 10 career interceptions. At that level, to be a high NFL draft pick, you got to jump off the page. You got to be a guy who's a stick-out performer, special teams, on the back end in that secondary. Kyle Tucker was throughout his career at the goal line. That's what makes you an early second-round draft pick.
Simply put, he's a playmaker. He's a guy that can come down and make plays. 10 picks throughout his career. We talk about the 6-punt return for a touchdown. He's a guy from a playmaking standpoint. He's always going to be around the ball. He gets sort of down. He's going to make sure
He's sleepy.
Your defense, he can make the play, Fred. All right, thanks very much. The next pick is in. Let's go to the commissioner.
Here we go. Carolina.
With the 38th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Vitor Gross-Matos, defensive end, Penn State. Yetur Gross-Matos led the team at Penn State with 9.5 sacks and 15 tackles for loss. He was a first-team All Big Ten selection by the coaches and the media. But
So here we go, Miami. This is the pick I don't want to see because all the talk on Twitter is that they're going to take Jonathan Taylor.
By the age of 15, but you see those
Jordan Whitehead? You talking about Jordan Whitehead? No.
Yetur Gross-Matos was 2 years old. He and his father Michael were in a boating accident.
Oh, you're thinking of Rex Burkhead, the running back. Lance, you're talking about Rex Burkhead. Don't say nothing because my TV's delayed. The pick is in. That was quick. Shit.
In fact, Lewis, in one of his first games at Penn State, he got a half sack in the game. His guys opened up, and he felt like that was his family watching him. What are they getting in Carolina in this play?
So Dolphins could get – they got their quarterback. They got their lineman. They could get a running back. I don't even know who the hell Dolphins running back is right now.
Now they're going to bring the pain to everybody in the NFC South. I can guarantee you that. He's a guy who really just plays heavy-handed at the point of attack. And he also has slippery pass rush ability. He's not the fastest, and he's not the most powerful, but he's a great combination of both. He utilizes good hand use. He utilizes understanding.
This is the pick I'm nervous about right here, man.
He's able to get upfield and just take off. You can see he can produce those TFL, those tackle for loss. I really like the pick, especially when you pair it with Derek Brown, and you see what Matt Rule's trying to do, Booger. Yeah, without a doubt, Lewis. Not only Derek Brown, but think about Brian Barnes, who's going to play that right end position coming off the edge. A guy like Gross-Matos, you can put it in the left end. He has strong hands. He can play over the tight end. You pair him with Derek Brown.
Yeah, so they got him and they got Derek Brown now.
Carolina starting to feel a very formidable defensive line. Listen, the rule restoration is underway in Carolina. Why did they take 2 defensive players in the first 2 picks, and why are the kids so happy? They allowed 29.4 points per game last year. That's the worst in team history. Everybody's happy now as they're going defense in Carolina.
Here's the 2020 NFL Draft, presented by Lowe's.
Tired of these damn commercials.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning. Who is it?
This is Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Jackets, like a good neighbor.
Everyone's doing what they can to get through these times, and so are we. Mercedes-Benz is making vehicle maintenance and buying needs as safe and seamless as possible. Many dealers offer options such as pickup delivery and at-home service, online shopping, and home delivery, as well as special finance arrangements. Because we understand buying and servicing your vehicle shouldn't be a challenge in these already challenging times. Get 0% APR financing for 36 months on most models and 90-day first payment deferral on any model.
That's what I'm hoping, Lance. I wore my old Doug Martin jersey. Hopefully get some good luck that we get a good running back.
We weren't able to
Watch the Bucks shock us, not even go running back. I'm like, what the hell? So far on NFL, they said that
We love riding.
I get the shows I need when I need them. Yeah.
that they would
Favorite artists.
that Miami is going to take Jonathan Taylor. They had DeAndre Swift going. No, they had Miami taking Swift. Jonathan Taylor was going to the Jaguars, and the Bucks would get KJ Dobbins, and then Cam Akers would go to the Rams. So far, the Lions got Swift.
You want to try that? Sweet and tangy bacon flavor.
A Big Ten guy. Hold on.
What is that?
Mine.
It's just that it's.
Lavender. Yes, it is. It's for me.
What's up, Jeremy? I want Jonathan Taylor. I've been saying it for a while, for a few weeks.
For all the doctors, the nurses, and without y'all, guys, I don't know what we would be in the time to be. So I just want to say thank you. I want to say you're doing a fantastic job.
If Jonathan Taylor goes, then I would like J.K. Dobbins though, because he's a good runner,
You are great.
and he can. And watching Ohio State, he can catch the ball. They did a lot of screens and throwing to him.
Glad you're with us for the second round of the 2020 NFL Draft. There is Robert Hunt. And if you like tape of an offensive lineman manhandling people, that's the tape you want to watch in this year's draft. When will Robert Hunt's name be called? And when are we going to hear Grant Delpit come off the board? We've had a run on safeties here recently, but we're talking about the Jim Thorpe Award winner as the top defensive back. Still on the board. We're waiting to see when Grant Delpit. There you go. So it is Miami's turn to make the selection for those 3 first-round picks. They went Tagovailoa, number 1 overall, and then 5th overall rather than first round. Then they got the left tackle from Lockmore, Austin Jackson, tackle selection out of USC. Noah Igbenogany, adding to a very crowded.
All right, the pick is in, so Miami didn't trade. We're still cool.
General manager, trying to figure out where they will go next. A couple of offensive players. And that one
Defensive line, edge, running back, offensive line. I'm not looking at the computer because I know y'all like say shit.
39th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Robert Hunt, tackle.
Yes.
Indiana Lafayette.
Yes.
Well, there he is. Robert Hunt is now off the board, and Robert Hunt is a fascinating prospect here because Robert Hunt in the last 2 seasons allowed a total of.
I never even heard of this dude. I didn't hear no talks on this dude at all.
He did not have a single blown block on any of his 200.
So you got Houston, Cleveland.
Daniel Jeremiah, again, if you want to see someone abuse another man, this is the
Then Jaguars.
you want to watch.
No doubt, Trey. I'll be fascinated to see what the Dolphins are going to do with him because some teams think he'll kick inside the guard, but at right tackle, you want to see somebody unload on defenders at the line of scrimmage. Just roll his hips, explode.
Got 5 more picks ahead of the Bucks.
Collecting knockdown after knockdown. You see him also get
Hey,
out of space. He's got some.
They're guys want to rebuild the offensive line.
Somebody that's going to be a plug-and-play guard, but the Miami Dolphins might give him a shot.
Hey, you never know. They have extra picks. They can also trade back in too.
Nice job with 2 offensive linemen now to put in front of Tua Tagovailoa, like what they did with Austin Jackson.
Hey, you know what they think? You know what Miami's thinking? We need offensive linemen because our quarterback is fragile and broke hip, broken ankle. broken hand.
When you pick like this, you can put him in.
So like, hey, we gotta.
See what happens. Guard, right tackle. He played a little
Yeah.
left tackle, but I think if you look at the shot, he wasn't fitted against those big-time defensive linemen playing at Louisiana Lafayette. So maybe a little bit more of a transition because of that. But it's all about making Tua great. You get Austin Jackson with a developmental left tackle coming out of USC, and Robert Hunt. Other guys gonna have to adjust to the level of competition coming from Louisiana Lafayette.
That's a big lineman, though. I never heard no talk on him.
Away, but Robert Hunt's versatility will be a big plus for that Miami Dolphins offensive line.
Well, I'm sensing a theme from the Miami Dolphins and Chris Greer. We've got Tua Tagovailoa. He was a little banged up. Let's protect this guy as they get Austin Jackson. Brian Flores is happy, and so is his son with that selection. And then they get Robert Hunt as well, along with the cornerback.
Lance the Lions play here this year too.
Both of his parents, by the way, were Olympian level athletes and competed in 92 and 96. Meanwhile, the Houston Texans are now on the block, and there you see Bill O'Brien with, among other people, his son Jack, the 17-year-old, who was there with him to help make the pick, and let's see what happens. With the 40th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Ross Blacklock, defensive tackle.
They're falling. Those running backs are falling.
Ross Blacklock is a very interesting story as he's awaiting to hear the news officially that he is off the board. Played at TCU. The advisory board told him to go back to school for one more year, but he says, I'm going to trust my instincts. Out of Missouri City, Texas, not far away from Houston. His father.
So the Colts are back on.
Texas. And oh, by the way, you might know him from another team he played for.
They went offense, wide receiver last time.
Point guard and dribbler, and now he's their head coach. And he knows how to do all the tricks and every day going there and Jimmy Blacklock doing his thing. And of course, he was the ultimate showman as part of the Harlem Globetrotters. But he says he gets a lot more joy watching his son go out there on the field and dominate. And Booger, Ross is a guy who can get some things done.
Greg Allman posted 4 picks away to the Bucks pick. You still got Dobbins, Taylor, Grant Delpit, and Winfield. Yeah, I have him blocked. He's right here. He's sleepy. He's tired. He's waiting for you to come home.
Because of his agility, sideline to sideline, the way he plays, this is the type of guy from a defensive tackle standpoint that you want to put in the 3 technique and on pass rush situations. Say, hey, big fella, go get the quarterback, and Lewis, he can do it at a high level. Yeah, you're right, Booger. He fits into that 3 technique. They had it in the 2 wide or the shade over the center a lot of times. Tremendous hand.
You're in drop. What? I'm dropping off. What are you at to now? The Colts pick is in.
The Houston Texans, and there you see Bill O'Brien happy, and there you see the sign on his 17-year-old son, Jack. Thank you to all the frontline heroes, and we are excited to see what happens there. Meanwhile, the Indianapolis Colts, Frank Reich
Don't shake it.
and Chris Ballard, the general manager, have made their selection. The pick is in. Let's see who the Colts are going with again. The Cleveland Browns have traded the 41st pick.
Oh, the Browns traded.
With the 41st
So the Colts traded up for this.
in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Jonathan Taylor, running back.
Oh my God! Why the hell would they want a running back?
Taylor is a fascinating player.
God damn! They traded because they knew the Bucks were gonna pick him.
Running back's high school rushing record. He almost went to
God
Harvard as a
damn.
philosophy major. Instead, he decided to go to Wisconsin, and all he did was rush for over 6,171 yards. And he finished 2019 with 2,000.
The fucking Browns.
Multiple 2,000-yard rushing seasons, just the third.
Because they knew the fucking Bucks were gonna pick
Do
him.
that. 3-time All-American. He's a 2-time Golden Award winner. Given to the nation's top running
I bet the Bucks are gonna trade up now, try to get ahead of the Jaguars. No, the fucking Jaguars are on the clock. They're gonna take Dobbins.
Have over 6,000 yards only in 3 seasons. And there you see he
God
runs for over
damn.
1,900 yards in that one of the years. So you wonder what happened that one season. The only thing, the knock on him is the carries, Lewis, but he seems healthy. But then there have been some fumbling issues as well. Yeah, look, this is a guy who right now, Chris Ballard obviously had his eye on it. He said, look, Jonathan Taylor fits what I want to do behind my offensive line, which is absolutely just pound the football north and south and bloody your nose and make you understand what it's like to be in a physical football game. Jonathan Taylor can do it all. He can run inside, he can run outside. He's got a home run speed.
That sucks. Oh well. Hope we get fucking at least Dobbins now, because he's still good. You guys watch his? We have Dobbins and Cam Akers remaining. I'd be happy with one of those at least.
And look, you've got to fix it. Those 18 career fumbles, 15 lost. Now in college, when you're up 35-3 in the third quarter, it doesn't matter. But the NFL drives are so critical.
They're not scared to make a trade. It could be teams not. You don't know what they're doing behind the phone. Teams could be rejecting them. The Bucs ain't offering them.
No doubt about it. You'd like to see a little more versatility, though, DJ. He's got some things to work on. Ball security, he gets the football out of the backfield.
Well, he has some history.
The burst and the explosiveness is there, Trey. Real quick, I was going to add this real quick, Trey. The burst and the explosiveness is there. He only was in pass pro reps 32 times last year. So they were putting that ball in his belly. He wasn't asked to protect. And Phillip Rivers has always had a back that could do that. So that's another area he's going to have to address.
Real quickly, he had some history at Lucas Oil Stadium. The second to last game there, he rushed for 148 yards in a TD in a loss to Ohio State. And at the combine there, blazed, leading all running backs with a 4.3940. He's going to have some philosophy lessons about this.
You're watching the 2020 NFL Draft, presented by Lowe's.
In nearly 100 years serving the military community, we've seen you go through tough times.
No, the Jaguars could go wide receiver though too.
And now it's no
Laviska Shenault, he can go to the Jaguars. I guess how you pronounce his name, Laviska.
Unique, because you have always set the highest standard, and reaching that standard is what we need for you. Wouldn't it be nice to eat with some of your old friends, like the Chalupa Supreme, beefy 5-layer burrito, and more? Order ahead and get your $5 Chalupa burrito.
Antoine, what's up?
Contactless drive.
Yeah, we need a running back. That's for sure.
Cardinal grassmen, as even as stewards of St. Augustine, through the springtime as ballers, cultivators of the cul-de-sac, run with us on a jelly bean roller.
But I don't understand why the coach would pick a running back. They have Marlon Mack that he had 1,000 yards for him and everything.
Tony Gonzalez here. I urge you to stay at home. Take care of your family, protect yourself.
By the end of another day here,
Share what I've been up to. Staying home and staying strong, baby.
Continue to spend time with your family, as I'm doing right now. As we're doing a puzzle, me and my daughter enjoy. Say hi.
You miss your friends, you miss your family. Just pick up that phone, FaceTime, call them. As an NFL community, one of the things we always do, we come up and we come through so many times, and we're better for it. It's the time for all of us to come together as the world, not just America. It's all of us collectively, like a great team. I hope you're staying safe.
They're saying on Twitter that
Protect your families, protect your and I know we're going to get through this together.
the Bears or Browns shouldn't take a running back, so Dobbins should be there for us at 45. It just depends on the fucking.
Coming this fall, life was normal for the Campbell family until they got a wacky new raise.
You know what the thing is too with Jonathan Taylor that I was watching on the shows and stuff, that he fumbles a lot. I didn't know that. I just loved his highlight film, but they said he has problems fumbling. Damn, you're at 90 now. Lance Brandy's out doing DoorDash. She broke my record. She had a $21 one order. She had 90. What time did you start? 5. So you're at almost $100 in 3 hours. That's crazy. Well, that's good. All right. Come on, let's get J.K. Dobbins. And you know what? That'd be something crazy if we get him and he wears number 22. That's what I'm wearing tonight for the luck.
NFL draft, and here we are in the Bud Light Seltzer virtual huddle. Mel, got Junior Lewis for the Booger McFarland. And glad to be joined by our great teammates in the NFL Network, Daniel Jeremiah, and a couple of Hall of Famers, quarterback Kurt Warner and Michael Irvin. Meanwhile,
Jalen Hurts.
the Oklahoma quarterback,
He could go to the Jaguars.
again, waiting to hear when he will come off the board and what his prospects look like, and his unique skill set, and how it will translate into the NFL.
Chase Claypool.
We are already on the pick number 10 here. The Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. There you see Doug Marone and David Caldwell, the general manager, trying to work things through, and we believe that at this point the pick has come in. What are the Jacksonville Jaguars going to do? We've seen a run on safeties and wide receivers so far. Let's listen in.
All right.
With the 42nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Laviska Shenault.
I just said
wide
that.
receiver,
I just said that, didn't I? I said the Jaguars could go wide receiver to that damn wide receiver.
Because Laviska Shenault is a big play waiting to happen. How do I know that? The first time he ever touched the ball in a game in Colorado as a freshman, he picked up a fumble punt, took it 55 yards to the house against Texas.
I just called that.
As a true freshman, he chose Colorado over offers from
Yeah, watch the Browns traded it again.
because he said, "I want to go somewhere not on the map already."
Damn, that's crazy. I just picked that shit too.
His father, Laviska Shenault Sr. Laviska Sr. died unexpectedly.
So who's the Bears running back?
He was only 10 years old. He slipped on gravel and stumbled into a busy road. And was
I know they got Tariq
Tariq
Cohen.
He was only 30.
But who the hell is their other one? It ain't Jordan Howard no more.
As a tribute to his late father, and he is a guy who
Didn't they get a running back from Seattle?
He didn't just lift the other receivers.
I hope they don't get a running back.
The Buffalo offensive lineman, and the strength coach Michael made him stop every time he got to squatting 500 pounds.
Come on, Bucks. No, come on.
That slowed him down a little bit, but man, he is explosive.
He is absolutely explosive trait. And it's no surprise that he lifts quick the offensive lineman.
So Jaguars got DD.
When he gets the football, it is dangerous to be in his way. He is not one of those receivers.
So Jaguars got DD, Westbrook, and now Shenault. That's good wide receivers.
With that football in his hands, he has running back ability from the wide receiver position. You can see him right here breaking out of tackles, making it to the house. They call him physical. What a great pickup this is, DJ.
Herb, this is somebody that they lined up all over the field as a wildcat quarterback, running back in the slot, out wide receiver. The competitiveness and the toughness with him is what jumped out to me. And when I talked to his coach, Mel Tucker, he told me about one play against Stanford, 4th and 1. They need a conversion to get in field goal range to try and win that football game. They give him the ball and a handoff. The end is unblocked, and Laviska Shenault just ran him flush over to get the first down. So you're getting a strong, physical, competitive football player.
Well, that's a really interesting draft board we're seeing there from Jacksonville. Caleb Chase on cornerback, and now Laviska Shenault as well. So we'll see what happens there. Meanwhile, we're waiting to see what goes on with David Caldwell. He is very, very happy about that pick of Laviska Shenault. Giving Gardner Minshew another
Jacob Eason, Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Before we get to our next selection, we see Matt Nagy there, the head coach of the Chicago Bears. That's a lot of stuff on the wall. I don't even know exactly what they're doing there. It seems like that's a team in some way, shape, or form. And there you see Ryan Pace, the general.
Hey, look at all the shit on his wall. It looks like a bunch of plays.
Try to figure out what the Bears are.
Oh yeah, they got David. David Montgomery. Yeah, they don't need no running back then. They got Montgomery and Tariq Cohen.
From the Chicago Bears, we have a very special message for you from the health specialists at Advocate Healthcare in Chicago, Illinois. These people who are on the front line doing their best to keep us safe as we battle the pandemic of the coronavirus outbreak.
Hello, my name is Linda, and I'm a simulation education specialist with Advocate Healthcare in Chicago. I am proud to be on the front lines of this pandemic, helping our patients beat COVID-19. Team up by doing your part. Stay home and practice social distancing. Go Bears!
So the pick is in for Chicago, and let's can't say thank you enough to our medical professionals taking care of our communities in Chicago and all over the country. We are proud to support you and all frontline workers.
Come on. Yeah, the Browns don't need a running back. They got fucking 3 of them.
2020 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Cole Kmet, tight end, Notre Dame.
Cole Kmet. They got a tight end.
Tight ends are going to be coming off the board, and no surprise that Cole Kmet is one of the first ones. He put on a show at the combine, ran a 4.740, tying for second with a 10'3" in broad jump. He said, "I want to do the things necessary to show I'm the top tight end of the draft." And he's the latest in a long line of Notre Dame tight ends to make their way in the NFL. He is now the 11th Notre Dame tight end to be taken in the first or second round, and that doesn't even include Mark Bavaro, who went.
Doesn't the Bears got Jimmy Graham?
And the family tree, well, it's strong.
The Bears got Jimmy Graham for tight end, so they're gonna have 2 good tight ends. I guess they're trying to be like the Bucks.
In fact, Jeff Scanina was the guy that John Matthews introduced their ankles to us. He didn't have ankles; his calves just rolled into his ankles. And his father, Frank, was a defensive end at Purdue from '88 to '91. And this is an athletic guy in Cole Kmet. Now, he wanted to play and did play for a while, both baseball and football at Notre Dame, before finally settling on football.
He had 8 saves in 2017, but for a 4-star recruit, had 4 sacks in high school as well. On the defensive side, he only came on this year.
Yeah, Browns got down Kareem Hunt,
Had an injury with a broken collarbone.
Chubb,
It comes back to
Johnson.
And you're talking about a guy in this game set a record for Notre Dame tight ends. 9 catches, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. That's most by an Irish tight end since 1977. He went on to have some really good games against USC, 6 catches, BC, 7 receptions, Stanford, 5 catches, 6'5", over 6'6", 260 pounds. He's an inviting target, really good hands. I tell you, you want to see a few less body catches, a little bit more hands with him because he does have good hands, good body control. He'll block. He's a work in progress there. So clearly, in my opinion, slightly out of Adam Troutman from Dayton as the best tight end in this draft, and he will be a weapon for whether it's Nick Foles or Mitchell Trubisky. But Cole Kmet's going to be asked for an awful lot in that Chicago Bears offense.
Well, here's what you need to know. The Bears like tight ends. With this selection, the Bears currently have 10 tight ends on their roster. I'm guessing all 10 won't be there when the season starts. Stay with us. We're rolling on.
The Bucks are on the clock.
At Domino's, we think you and your oven could use a break. Hours are running at 450 degrees, and your pizza stays untouched from here to your table. Use contactless carryout to get free topping pizzas on any of Domino's 5 crusts for just $7.99 each. You know, you've already got a home team. Willie, Warren, Steven, Deborah. 300,000 members of a team working hard to keep your home working for you. Because home is what unites us.
Such a on options trading, and look, it feels like I'm just wasting time.
That's why TD Ameritrade designed the first-of-its-kind personalized education center. There are award-winning content to TD your investment goals.
Yeah, watch them fucking pass a running back.
So as you become smarter, so do its recommendations.
Come
Sounds
on.
like my streaming service.
Click of now you're finished learning.
For a limited time, get up to $800 when you open
Only way the Bucks should pass on a running back if they have something up their sleeve, like they're gonna get Barry Sanders out of retirement.
Now, more than ever, her love keeps you centered.
Barry Sanders gonna come out of retirement.
With a gift from the Center of Me collection. Happy Mother's Day from Kay.
Who, mine?
My time is thin, but so is my mom.
It's been worn down to one favorite price. Now, there's Scott's Sticker Law, the 3-in-1 solution with a soil improver to strengthen roots, seed to fill in gaps, and fertilizer to feed. The result, up to a 50% thicker lawn after just one application.
Now the yard's clean, it's our time.
This is a Scott's Yard. Download the Scott's My Lawn app for your personalized plan.
When we first opened our doors,
Oh, the Bucks picked Antoine Winfield.
We weren't in the car business.
Fuck. They passed a running back.
We needed to be helpful, respectful, and compassionate.
I shouldn't have looked at my phone. They picked a safety, Antoine
We
Winfield.
all signed up for it. And now when people need this most, we will do what we've always done.
Take care of kids first.
He's Antoine Winfield's son. Antoine Winfield's he was a good corner with the Buffalo Bills for a long time. Oh, he is a form. Hold on. Damn, I can't believe they passed up a running back. He's 5'10", 205 pounds.
The critical work the CDC is doing to fight this pandemic. We all need each other now more than ever. So if you're able to help, please do what you can. Visit NFL.com/relief. There is Grant Delpit, the Jim Thorpe Award winner.
Damn.
Best defensive back in college football. Still waiting for his name to be called. Also still on the board, Antoine Winfield Jr., the son of Antoine Winfield Sr.
That's him right here. They just picked him.
23rd overall pick by the Buffalo Bills in the 1992 draft. See a couple of safeties go off the board.
My shit's delayed big time.
Antoine Winfield go off the board as well. And there you see the brainchild of the Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski, the new head coach, Andrew Berry, the vice president and general manager. A lot of Ivy League guys in the front office.
No, he ran a 4.40.
Cleveland is going to go with this selection.
No.
With the 44th pick, the 2020 NFL Draft, Cleveland Browns select Grant Delpit.
Oh, so the Browns got Delpit.
All right, so Grant Delpit is off the board, and he's finally there. He is going to go to the Cleveland Browns. By the way, this is the second straight year that the Cleveland Browns have taken an LSU defensive back in the second round. They also got corner Reedy Williams.
Man, the Bucks better fucking trade up to get a running back.
He's nicknamed Baby Jamal.
Yeah, we need a safety.
And of course, he is a Saints fan. Grant Delpit grew up going to Saints games in the Superdome. Back then, he was recognized as a kid who was people who run up and down the ramps at games. Fellow Saints fans would tell his father that one day Delpit would be playing in the Superdome. So, folks, what do we think about Grant Delpit here?
You know, if the draft would have been after the 2018 season, Grant Delpit would have been a first-round pick because there's nothing this young man can't do. You want to put him in the slot, have him cover wide receivers, tight ends, he can do that. You want to put him in the half field as a safety, he can do that. A tackling machine, someone that can blitz. What happened coming in 2019 is several tackles at the high ankle sprain. The tape did just as good as it did in 2019. And Grant Delpit suffered because of that. But I think going to Cleveland, now he got one on the outside of the corner. Grant Delpit is a safety. He is a playmaker at the safety position, especially if he's healthy. And he showed you in the national championship game against Clemson, his ability to be able to come down and quit. He can be that enforcer type as long as he cleans the tackle.
So with them picking
That's the whole team. What we saw in 2018 was an all-around safety when he was 100%.
So with them picking Antoine Winfield.
Ankle injury against Auburn in October. Yeah, he wasn't close to 100%.
So I don't think Justin Evans is coming back then.
Struggled in that game against the Ole Miss Rebels on November 16th. So you look at Grant Delpit, he had a chance to run that 4.45, 4.48 in the pro day, which would have helped him. So he just had a money.
Yeah, Greg Allman tweeted that they picked fucking Antoine Winfield.
Nice line, Mel. By the way, he admitted he was trying too hard at some point to be perfect. But yeah, some of that absolutely was the injuries as well. Okay, now on the clock, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There you see Bruce Arians still chilling on the back porch and Jason Light, the general manager. The pick is in. Let's find out where they're going. With the 45th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Buccaneers select Antoine Winfield, defensive back, Minnesota. Okay, this is kind of strange. We've had four safeties go off here in the second round, and they both went in back-to-back picks. The Giants took Xavier McKinney, and then the Patriots took Kyle Duggar. We just had Cleveland take Grant Telford.
And them motherfuckers are excited to play with Tom Brady and Gronk.
I could be wrong, but I think they're a little happy about this in the Woodlands, Texas, which is where he's from. Again, Antoine Winfield, a unanimous All-American, the 2019 Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year. And as we said, his father was a first-round pick in 1999 by the Buffalo Bills. You take a little of what we see of Antoine Winfield, Daniel Jeremiah.
He's short as hell, though.
Dad first, by the way. This was his dad. By the way, when we rebroadcast the game between the Packers and Vikings, when Brett Favre was with the Vikings, he had an interception. So I just want to throw that out. So now, take us to the Sunday.
Well, look, Antoine Winfield, his dad was a stud, who was an outstanding playmaker. You see some of those same things from Antoine Winfield Jr. He plays at the high safety. You'll see the range, the instincts, and the ability to drive on the football from the deep pass. He also has the ability to drop down and cover in the nickel and match up man-to-man. But once the ball is up in the air, it is his. He finds a way to attack it, and he's a great finisher. You watch the Fresno State game. At the end of that ball game, he makes a wheeling interception as good as any you'll see in this draft class. And guys, I'll just add this: Vita Vea up the middle, Devin White up the middle, and now you've got Antoine Winfield. That's a good-looking core up the middle of that defense for the Bucs.
I don't know.
What do you think, Lewis?
I'm sorry, man. Look, I'll just tell you this. He's one of my favorite players because of the positional versatility. But we've already hit on the fact that he can play free safety, strong safety. He can play the nickel linebacker. He can play the dime linebacker. He can play the star or the money, as they call it down front. And he does have tremendous ball skills. The defensive back coaches down there in Tampa Bay, he has some great ones he's going to learn from. Todd Bowles, Nick Rapone, Kevin Ross. These guys all know how to coach up defensive back play. And this team is born to play the position.
And then you saw, of course, who they booked in the first round, Trisha Worth. Let's not forget they also happen to pick up, Rob Gronkowski in the pre-draft process. Okay, now it's time for the Denver Broncos to find out where they go. With the 46th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select KJ Hamler, wide receiver, Penn State.
KJ Hamler.
Okay, they are clearly surrounding their quarterback, Drew Lock, who they took in the second round last year out of Missouri, with some weapons. They got Jerry Jeudy in the first round. And
So they went
they get
two wide receivers.
All he did his freshman year, break Saquon Barkley's all-purpose yardage mark. This guy is a big play waiting to happen.
Maybe Pittsburgh. I don't know. No, Pittsburgh got Snell and Connor. Falcons pick is in quick.
Speed. And he's not just an inside player. He can line up outside too. We can see what he does here on the slot fade and how he just separates. This is ridiculous. And his run after the catch skills are something to behold. He's smart. You see him running from the inside position and running to the back pylon. He's almost virtually uncoverable on those. In the catch and run, this is where him and Jerry Jeudy are just going to.
Yeah, Dobbins is still there. J.K. Dobbins still there, and Cam Akers.
His 9 drops in 2019 tied for the 12th most in the FBS, according to ESPN stats and information. Hamler says, "I'm not proud on it, but it's something to work." John Elway seems happy. As a former quarterback, he has to love the first 2 picks he's gotten in this draft. Even the defensive side, head coach
I know.
is loving the weapons Drew Lock is going to have to throw.
Antoine Winfield's good, but to me, he's just short. I bet they wanted to get Delpit, but since the Browns got him, then they get the next best one available was Winfield. He's fast. For a safety, he's fast.
The pure premium brand. true subscription. Over 40 original series. Over 1,400 episodes. The award-winning collection. And exclusive FX originals. Only on Hulu. FX on Hulu.
Oh, hey there. Let's see this. I'm George Kittle. Now I'm here to bring you my top pick for the NFL. We're be covering topics like acceptance.
Oh shit! The Jets just traded their pick to Seattle.
But you're in good hands. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the biggest moment of your life. Jordan Bud Light Seltzer is supporting the NFL Draft COVID-19.
Now Seattle could go get J.K. Dobbins. Now if Seattle traded up. Seattle just traded with the next pick after the Falcons. Pick 48. So the Jets traded out. Yeah, I don't know which teams need tight ends. Yeah, I know Taiwan. I was like, someone said that earlier in here saying the Bucks are going to get a Big Ten guy. Jaded. Jaded. Hold on.
For now, we're all living in a new normal.
Yeah.
Businesses are closing. Living rooms are now offices and schools. Our world is suddenly different, but one thing stays the same. State Farm is there. To any of our customers currently facing financial burdens, call your State Farm agent because we're here to help make this new normal feel just a little more normal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
He's messing with the knot.
Make sure you visit NFLShop.com tonight for official 2020 draft. And more, all free. Also, the NFL is currently providing free complimentary access to NFL Game Pass. Sign up now and you can watch game broadcasts from previous seasons, Super Bowl 5, 6, and old episodes from shows like Football Life and Hard Knocks, and the All-22 Coaches Film, which is always fun. Go to NFL.com/Game Pass for more. Glad you're with us.
No, we definitely need secondary help, so I'm happy with it. But I'd rather you could have got them later on.
Grammy-nominated multi-platform artist Offset. He's arguing that his grandmother who fought a tough battle.
What I said, and I'm trying to support the NFL cancer program and the American Cancer Society in the fight against cancer. Cancer does not discriminate, as we all know. Age, race, it doesn't matter. And cancer patients and survivors are extremely vulnerable with COVID-19. So what I want about how you can support and help is cancer.org. And now, I'm excited to let you guys know y'all gonna see my pic. Yes, sir. I might see that 11 seconds. My pic. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Offset, thank you for all you do in the fight against cancer. We're proud to work alongside the American Cancer Society to make this disease a thing of the past. With the 47th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Marlon Davidson, defensive tackle, Auburn. Marlon Davidson teamed up with Derek Brown to put together an absolutely impressive defensive line for the Auburn Tigers and Gus Malzahn and Kevin Steele, their defensive coordinator. He had an opportunity to jump and enter the draft last year following his third year as a starter, but he decided to come back, and it certainly paid benefits for him. Booger, when you take a look at Marlon Davidson, his weight can be a problem at times. When he's on the right side of about 290, he can be really really disruptive off the edge.
Trey, it's only going to be a problem if they leave their defensive end. 6'3", 300 pounds. He was a defensive end in college. I think he's going to kick down and play great technique inside. So when you're watching the defensive end, easily turns his hips, uses his hands well, get to the quarterback.
And I'm back. Sorry, gotta give him
defensive end down the defensive tackle. I love how physical he plays. Understands leverage, the ability to get off blocks. All traits that you can take from the end position and come inside now. I like this pick. I can't wait to see him rush over the guards in the NFL.
Pittsburgh don't need a running back. Seattle, though, I don't know. Seattle could, but Pittsburgh don't need a running back. Pittsburgh got they got Connor and they got Benny Snell and they got Edwards.
Marlon Davidson, but the kind of year he put together in order to become a second-round pick, it had to happen. The production needs to be there, and it was both in terms of tackles for loss and those 7.5 sacks.
There you see Thomas Dimitroff, the Falcons general manager, very happy with the selection there, getting the kind of player that Dan Quinn likes to build his defense off. Dan Quinn obviously very happy as well. They've been trying to get that edge rusher for a while, and there's Arthur Blank, the owner and chairman of the Atlanta Falcons, also chiming in and happy to see Marlon Davidson of Auburn go to the Atlanta Falcons. And there is Marlon realizing the moment has indeed finally sunk in. So now we go check in on the Seattle Seahawks. There's Pete Carroll and the general manager, but the family of general manager John Schneider to be accurate. Let's see where Seattle is going.
The New York Jets have traded the 48th pick to the Seattle Seahawks. With the 48th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Darrell Taylor, defensive end, Tennessee.
Darrell, they trade up to get him.
All right, he played outside linebacker at Tennessee, had 8.5 sacks as a redshirt senior, and DJ one of the only 3 balls ever to have a 4-sack game.
Yeah, someone that was hurt this year, when you go back to 2018, you see the get off right here, the explosiveness that he has coming off the edge. He's got a nice little stutter bull move where he'll set up tackles, then go right through their pads. Just didn't get to see the same guy this year, Booger, because he just wasn't healthy. But I was told this was a potential trade back scenario for the Seattle Seahawks right outside the first round. Instead, they come up in the second round to get their guy.
Defensive line coach I talked to during this process.
You know what? That's a good point. On Twitter, they were talking about is
This young man has juice off the edge.
is Antoine Winfield Jr.'s last college game was in Raymond James in the Outback Bowl.
With the plan, counter move, base move is a long on the power. He understands how to get off his repertoire.
Now Pittsburgh could go quarterback.
But Trey, so far, you can see what the Seattle Seahawks are doing. Lean off the edge, power, love what Taylor does.
So they went linebacker, and now they've got Darrell Taylor, someone that Booger mentioned as one of the most intriguing players in this draft, and that's why John Schneider's getting dapped up from the family. We'll see what happens.
Oh, man.
We are halfway through the second round.
You're watching the 2020 NFL Draft, presented by Lowe's.
Yeah, I know. We need a running back. Unless the Bucs are going to sign fucking Freeman, free agents. But that motherfucker has a concussion every week of the NFL of his career.
Don't get mad, get E-Trade, and get more than just trading. Investing, banking, guidance.
He goes from hungry to hangry.
And you're to A. And ABNTs. At a time when everyone feels so far apart, families can still keep their distance together. For contactless ordering and payment, order ahead in the Sonic app.
Let's watch a cooking show. Cooking show? Cooking shows. Cooking shows. Play the Great British Baking Show. Cooking shows.
Introducing AT&T TV Block with easy self-setup, shipped directly to you.
Like leather, skin is stronger when it's hydrated, but 9 out of 10 men don't get the hydration their skin needs. That's why Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash has a unique hydrating formula to keep men's skin healthier and stronger.
Into the end zone, it's a touchdown.
That was a good job getting the ball out there and making a play for a touchdown. That's why he studied film. She looks important. Oh yeah, she's an insurance agent. She chooses nationwide to help protect all the family, businesses, and dreams and people. Looks like she's kind of famous. I've got her autograph. Well, that must be funny. It is. You can really read it. She looks important. Oh yeah, she's an insurance agent. She chooses nationwide to help protect all the family, businesses, and dreams and people. Looks like she's kind of famous. I've got her autograph. Well, that must be funny. It is. You can really read it.
What is Haven Month? It's a chance to put your family first.
Bucks passed up on every fucking body. They passed up Aaron Rodgers for Cadillac Williams.
Haven Life. Life insurance is actually
Yeah, we got Vita Vea instead of Derwin James.
Second round of the 2020 NFL draft. Still waiting for when Jalen Hurts, the Oklahoma quarterback, of course,
Jalen Hurts.
We'll wait to hear his name called. The Steelers are on the clock.
Jalen Hurts.
Mike Tomlin and Kevin Bolton, vice president and general manager, going through some things. Under the new playoff format, Steelers would have been the 7th seed in the AFC last year, despite all their quarterback issues. But the pick is in. Let's find out where Pittsburgh is going. Come on, let's go.
Here we go.
With the 49th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, Pittsburgh Steelers select Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool.
Notre Dame. All right, Chase Claypool went from Abbotsford, British Columbia to South Bend, and now he's going to the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela. Chase Claypool had a really, really strong combine, but he grew up in Abbotsford, British Columbia, so he threw up his film on Facebook.
So Chicago and Dallas
and then all of a sudden,
is on the
he
clock.
got a ton of offers. And again, what's impressive about that 40 time is how big he is.
Yeah, I know, man.
38 pounds.
I was like, Dalvin Cook's there, and all of a sudden, fucking O.J. Howard, like, motherfucker.
Chase Claypool from Abbotsford, British Columbia, and then went to Vancouver and far away from Seattle. That's how far away it is. Michael, what do we do? We're starting with.
He's a big receiver, though, 6'4", 238.
Some of the stuff that we saw and talked about when Chase was putting it up from Abbotsford Senior Secondary School. I think we all recall the fond days of Abbotsford Senior Secondary School in British Columbia, but he wasn't really getting any attention. So he decided to throw him up on Facebook, and Michael, it got people's attention, and now he's drafted by the Steelers.
Yeah, and what a great pickup. With Ben Roethlisberger coming back to expand on that receiving group that they have right there. And we talked about this all tape trade. I mean, these are big guys that can run. You talked about that 4-4-2. It can go up and get the ball, just like you see right there. 13 touchdowns last season for Notre Dame. The most since Will Fuller had 14 back in 2015. This man is a touchdown machine that will do well with Ben Roethlisberger.
I have a question for you guys. If teams were able to actually work out in person with these guys, you think the draft will be different with their picks? Or are they just picking these guys just watching film? Do you think it'll be still the same picks, or you think it'll be different?
I love that they had another weapon on the outside, good young receivers to build around Juju Smith-Schuster. Big Ben's going to be happy he gets healthy. I like where Pittsburgh is at. All right, thank you very much. Meanwhile, let's go back to Commissioner Roger Goodell.
Here we go, Chicago.
With the 50th pick,
They picked tight end last. Could be a lineman.
Chicago Bears select Jalen Johnson.
Corner. Jalen Johnson.
So Jalen Johnson is now off the board, and he was a very interesting story. Found out after the season he played the entire year at Utah with a torn labrum. He had a tackling drill that went awry in camp early on, but he stayed and decided to play through the entire season. And he was surprised as anybody, Mel, that he was a second-team All-American despite playing with that torn right.
So Dallas and the Rams now. The Rams need a running back because they don't have a running back. I hope that ain't true. That old ass.
Wide receivers in the NFL with great size. He has good anticipation, Daniel. I like Jalen Johnson. I actually hope he can stay healthy. DJ coming back from that shoulder play through to show his toughness, but he has had those injuries at Utah.
So we know Dallas don't need a running back, but the Rams do.
I think if he didn't have the shoulder issue, he'd be long gone by this point in time. So for Ryan Pace to be able to do what he's done in this draft, Nick Cole come back and back it up with getting a big-time corner like Jalen Johnson. No first-round pick for the Bears, but I think you could make an argument they got 2 first-round players. And there you see the reaction all the way around in Fresno, California, as he puts the Bears cap on. Jalen Johnson is now going to be a part of that defense that has a lot of weapons on it for the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, as we continue through the second round here at the draft, let's go back one more time to Commissioner Rodney Bell. As the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock, all of us in the National Football League.
Damn, we're already almost on number 20.
Dak Prescott. His brother Jace.
Yeah, Rams need a running back, man.
Dak, our thoughts are with you and your family.
Dallas could go tight end though because of they lost their tight end Witten to the Raiders. Mike.
She always said, food is love. So when she moved in with us, a new kitchen became part of our family.
Mike. Hey.
At Northwestern Mutual, our version of financial planning helps you live your dreams today. Find the Northwestern Mutual.
Yeah, Justin Evans. So we have we have Mike Edwards, Jordan Whitehead, and now we have this guy. But you can use him in the nickel package instead of like Levante David. You have him and you have the other 2 safeties and Devin White. And he's fast. This dude's fast. So he could be blitzing like Rondé Barber.
For your contacts now and get fast free shipping plus our best price guarantee.
Just hope he don't turn out to be a damn motherfucking another damn Vernon Hargraves, where he's gonna be locked down corner and all this, and then bitch can't even cover a goddamn high school player.
Every time you use the hashtag #RTRTL, Oscar Mayer will donate an additional meal, up to 1 million more through the month of May. Let's head out front and give back.
Wouldn't it be nice to eat some old friends, like the chili of the Supreme? Easy 5-layer burrito. Order ahead and get your $5 Chalupa Cravings box at Taco Bell's contactless drive-thru.
Yeah, they got what is his name? Malcolm Brown and Kelly.
Check it out. Safe driver, safe 40%.
Safe driver, 40%.
Trayvon Diggs is still there too, the corner. Yeah, he's still there too. Now he's a good corner.
That's totally good.
Safe drivers do save 40%. Click or call.
Yeah, Trayvon Diggs, he's from LSU, I think. Cowboys pick is in, so they didn't trade out.
Keep listening.
I smell chips food. Watch it.
Oh my God!
Taste it. And enjoy.
Yeah, the running, you got Dobbins, Cam Akers, A.J. Dillon, and that Zach Moss guy, but I don't know anything about the other two guys.
Say thank you all the doctors and eventually saw the healthcare workers. We know you got a balance and for us, we really appreciate you guys. So, for myself, we give love to everyone. Love you guys.
Saquon Barkley.
Round 2 of the draft continues. Mel, give us your best available still out there.
Your running back, J.K. Dobbins, he is fierce. Zach Vaughn has versatility at linebacker. Denzel Mims coming back Baylor offense. He can transition to the pro level. They take a little bit of time for him, but he has tipped it. He is a freak from a physical athletic standpoint. Josh Jones, I thought, had a solid year and Houston worthy of being in consideration as a late first, early second. I really like Justin out of PK from Texas A&M. He collapses that interior. That's what today's game's all about. Not to stay at home and to get into that backfield and wreak havoc. Justin Madubuike is going to be a really good pick. I thought he was worthy of being a
AJ Epineza.
There he is still on the board. Now we're getting to the later portion of round 2.
And there, Mel, you see
This bitch said, "Fuck this, I'm out."
one of the 5-star recruits that has been there for a while, had been there a long time. His family has connected.
Yeah, he's on his yacht. See the fucking window on both sides?
And where he was saying, Jerry Jones is spending his time on his $250 million luxury yacht. That's a pretty good flex for a lot of people on their chair.
Damn, his yacht, he said $250 million yacht.
He was actually in the chair. But the pick is in. Let's go to the commissioner.
All right, here we go.
With the 51st pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Trayvon Diggs, defensive back, Alabama.
Damn.
All right, so the Cowboys thought they might go defensive back in the first round. Instead, CeeDee Lamb fell to them, and now Trayvon Diggs, the younger brother of Stephon Diggs, is going to be a member of the Dallas Cowboys. By the way, the first ever NFL game Trayvon Diggs went to, it was the Minneapolis Miracle game, in which his older brother Stephon scored the only walk-off touchdown in NFL postseason history as time expired, as the Vikings went on to beat the Saints in that game. And in fact, here is the game. I mean, if you're going to go to one, this is kind of bad because what's going to live up to that for your next NFL game? But he was so happy to see his big brother do that. Of course, now he's with the Bills. So, Louis, what are we thinking about Trayvon Diggs here?
Oh, he was at Alabama. Why did I say LSU? I'm thinking of Trey. I'm thinking of Trey. I'm keep thinking of Kendall Fulton. That's who I was thinking about. He's still there too. Yeah, I was thinking of him from LSU.
There to be no route that he can't cover, and there is no route that he can't cover. It's just a matter, again, of doing it consistently over and over. He's been schooled by the very best in Nick Saban. They know how to get corners ready to play in the NFL. And he did. This guy should be a good player if he hit his potential. Yeah, size, athletic ability, and ball skills. And when I watched him, Lewis, I saw Keith Talib. That's who he reminded me of. And Keith Talib come out of college. Just an unbelievable ability to locate and then catch the football up above the rim like a wide receiver, as a former wide receiver. Tremendous talent there that I thought had a chance to get to the first round. At this point in the draft, a nice pick there for the Dallas Cowboys, pairing up with CeeDee Lamb. Good start for Jerry Jones and company. Clearly an athletic family. A third Diggs brother, Marshawn, was a DB at UAB and was a member of the XFL's Los Angeles Wildcats this past season. Meanwhile, the Rams pick is in. There's Sean McVay and T and Les Snead. Let's go to the commissioner. The NFL draft is all about looking forward. One of the things we're truly looking forward to in our 101st season is the opening of a state-of-the-art facility in Los Angeles. It will be home to the Los Angeles Chargers and the Los Angeles Rams. And this next Rams player will call SoFi Stadium home. With the 52nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Cam Akers.
Cam Akers.
Florida State. Well, this is interesting because remember, they just moved on from Todd Gurley, and they're getting someone who's on a very short list of things that have been accomplished at Florida State as a running back. He's just the third Seminole to have multiple 1,000-yard rushing seasons. The other two, Warren Dunn and Dalvin Cook. So if that's the trajectory for Cam Akers, the Rams will take it now.
All right, look for the Bucs to trade up. Watch Dobbins go to the Eagles now.
If you look at, he had earned every inch of that real estate. Kid who can make defenders miss, great tackles. I love the way he lowers the shoulder, one contact. Needs to be a little bit more short-handed as receiver out of the backfield, but he shows he can do that with more reps. I think if you look at Cam Akers, he's a runner. He's got that knack for finding areas when there's nothing there. You see it, there's a vision. Lewis, as a short runner, Cam Akers, when he got help in that offensive line at Florida State, he was a dynamic performer.
No question about it. Now, this is a guy at 5'10", 217 pounds, runs with an attitude, tremendous body strength and development, a guy who will break through arm tackles, a guy who will run his on-the-base zone scheme as well as you can possibly have a running back run, and he will set the tone. He'll run with an attitude. His production will increase.
Jalen Hurts went to the Eagles.
But this guy sets a tone. This guy has an attitude. This is the kind of guy.
What the hell?
He's excited to get into that offense, that high-powered offense out there in LA. And it absolutely fills the need for the Rams as they try and rebolster that running game again as they moved up to Todd Gurley, who's now one of 11 or 12 former number one picks on the offensive side of the ball for the Falcons. Meanwhile, the pick is in for the Philadelphia Eagles.
53rd pick, the 2020 NFL Draft. The Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Hurts, quarterback, Oklahoma.
Wow, it just got interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
As Jalen Hurts is going to Doug Peterson and that Philadelphia offense, and there are a million ways this can go. Jalen Hurts has merely been two completely different quarterbacks. As a freshman, he was the SEC Freshman of the Year at Alabama in 2016, although they lost in that national championship game to Deshaun.
Now Buffalo could get a running back.
2017, he was benched at half.
I know they got Montgomery, but he's small. Or no, not Montgomery. Henderson. No, who the hell is his? They got a short ass running back. Not Montgomery. That's the Bears. Devin Henderson, I think.
Completely different quarterback, Kurt Warner. 32 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, that's crazy.
8 interceptions. He had 20 rushing touchdowns as well. Kurt, this is such an intriguing pick.
You're exactly right, Trey. I mean, you got your $100 million man there in Carson Wentz, but when you look at this guy in Jalen Hurts, he's a winner. You talked about it. No matter where he's been, no matter what you ask him to do, he just finds ways to win. And to me, when I look at a guy in the NFL and I say, who does he remind me of? He reminds me of a guy like Russell Wilson. May not be the most polished passer right now, growing in that area, but he can make plays. He can buy time. He can do it with his legs. He can do it with his arm.
Oh yeah, they got Frank. Yeah, Singletary, Devin Singletary, and Frank Gore.
Do they put in a package for him so they can get Carson Wentz off the field? Maybe a run package for him, but
Ravens have Ingram and the Ravens have Ingram, and I think they have another guy.
And you want to use that quarterback run game, but we've seen with Carson Wentz.
Miami Dolphins, though.
So now you have an opportunity to put some packages together with Jalen Hurts, particularly when you get down there in the red zone. I think you can get him on the field early.
Yeah, Miami.
This is insurance.
They need a running back. He could go there.
Invested heavily in the backup quarterback position. This time, Lewis,
Espinoza went to the Bills. My shit's delayed.
Jalen Hurts is someone who right now should be thanking his lucky stars that he could get coached by a guy like Doug Peterson. I've said all along, many, many times, that quarterback development and quarterback success a lot of times is predicated as much on where you go and who you're surrounded with as it is on your own work ethic and your own.
Shit, Buffalo still has 7 more picks to go. I think the Bucs only have 4.
couldn't ask for anything better. I think this is a tremendous opportunity for both the organization and the player, Mel. No question. I think when you look at Jalen Hurts, 43 career rushing touchdowns, those packages that Daniel talked about, Lamar Jackson, what he's been able to do. He was package quarterback for Joe Flacco when he was a rookie, when he took over late that season. You look at a guy like Carson Wentz, the injury concern, and Jalen Hurts is very happy being a backup. He's a great teammate. He's going to work with Wentz. He's going to be happy in that role. He did it in Alabama with Phillips.
So you got Jacob Eason, Jake Fromm.
Character guy, tremendous teammate for the Philadelphia Eagles, and particularly Carson Wentz, and a guy who will give you the opportunity with that athleticism that's like 43 career rushing touchdown. You can get him on the field right away as a rookie, even with Carson Wentz as your starting quarterback.
Yeah, I truly understand all the intangibles and everything that everyone is saying about Jalen Hurts, and I have the utmost respect for Hyatt Roseman and Doug Peterson, especially as a play caller. But this is just a weird pick for a team that's lacking offensive help at the wide receiver position. They still could use another DB or two. Just an interesting situation to draft a quarterback who at best I think is a developmental project, putting behind Carson Wentz. Interesting pick here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, both they did get Jalen Reagor, the wide receiver out of TCU in the first round. And it's just me. I'm looking at this and I see some Taysom Hill type plays for what we can do here because he is strong. We're talking about a guy who was not only the Heisman Trophy runner-up in 2019, but he was a high school power lifter. He maxed out at Oklahoma's Power Day at 585 pounds in squats. So when you're looking, Lewis, real quickly, when you're looking at this in the ways that he can be used, I think with a creative play caller, you can find really dynamic plays out of him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you absolutely could. Just think about what New Orleans does with Taysom Hill. You could do some of the same types of things. You could bring him in and have him be a dual run pass threat and just take Carson Wentz off the field or leave Carson Wentz on the field. I'm sure Doug has thought about all that. I'm sure this is something that's been well thought out. And again, I think this is definitely a win for the player in particular. You can argue with whether or not this is the best move for the team, but for the player, it's a slam dunk for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I totally agree. We just saw that shot of Doug Peterson there. He was almost giddy. He was giggling. How happy he was that Jalen Hurts is there.
That's crazy.
Buffalo, welcome to your participation.
That was a shocker.
In the 2020 draft, you gave up that first-round pick to get wide receiver Stephon Diggs out.
No, there ain't no reports of him getting in trouble.
You have your first pick in the draft. Let's go back to Commissioner.
All right, here's the Bills' first pick.
Let's go. With the 54th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select A.J. Epinesa, defensive end, Iowa. So A.J. Epinesa goes to what is already going to be a very, very good defense. And this was a kid who was one of the first five-star recruits to go to Iowa for a while and sat for a while. He's from Glen Carbon, Illinois. As I said, the first five-star recruit there since 2005. But this is a very, very athletic family we're talking about. His father, Epi Epinesa, or actually his real Epinesa, Abe Price has been in 3 teams. His mother, Stephanie, played softball and volleyball at Iowa Wesleyan. Sister Sam played volleyball at Purdue in 2012-2015. Brother Eric also committed to play football at Iowa. He's doing there. And brother Yusei is 13 years old and plays basketball. And of course, A.J. Epinesa also did distance. So we're talking about a guy who did a little bit of everything, but he waited his turn to get on the field.
No, there ain't nothing.
When he finally did get on the field this year, he produced. Now this is him in Illinois as a high schooler competing and becoming the Illinois distance champion. A.J. Epinesa, again, also playing all hoops in his career. Booker, what do we think of this pick?
Yeah, it's a very interesting pick because you're looking at a defensive end. I think he's more of a left defensive end, someone that can play over the top.
Now Denzel Mims could go to the Ravens right now. They need a wide receiver.
So not as fluid as would like for a speed rusher coming from the right side, but I do like the position versatility. He can cut inside, defensive tackle, also play over the tight end. Good solid pick. He'll play for 10 years. They never be a double-digit sack guy. He'll be a very, very productive defensive lineman, Mel.
Strong hand, great edge pressure, and inside pressure book. I think that's the ability. Drive that offensive tackle into the quarterback. He did a great job against Austin Jackson, who went in the first round of the Miami Dolphins, left tackle with USC. Dominated against Minnesota this year with 2.5 sacks. And of course, Buckley was quiet against Iowa State. But overall, he has that versatility to be able to move in inside the defensive tackle. In those pass rush situations, to be up against that center guard, he can be a factor. He went for Ed Oliver coming out of Houston, and now you add a guy like AJ Epinesa building up that defensive front the last 2 years in the NFL draft.
At 2.5 sacks, it was the defensive MVP in the Holiday Bowl win over USC. Had 11.5 sacks, making the first Iowa player with double-digit sacks in consecutive seasons. The Epinesas are celebrating yet another athletic achievement in a family that is full of them. Stay with us.
Rams just got fucking Cam Akers. They ain't gonna drop 2 running backs.
My time is spent, but so is my lawn.
Stop sticker lawn 3-in-1 solution with a soil improver, seed, and fertilizer to feed.
Now yard time is our time.
This is a Scott's yard.
No, Dad. You're not my dad.
I'm not your dad. I'm your dad's son. I'm your dad. Will I be able to do this? Uh-oh.
There, Antoine Winfield press conference.
Like you said, versatility. I can play pretty much anywhere. I can play on tight ends. I can play on slot receivers. I can blitz. I can play the post. My versatility is my biggest asset. You know, I play 10 minutes gonna use me well that way. All right, next up we have Jill Lane.
We could never do what they do.
Congratulations, Antoine. I know you're excited. I have to ask you, I don't know if this came up with your dad, but your dad actually intercepted your new quarterback, Tom Brady. That was just 3 years old. Can you talk about that? Did your dad mention?
Hey, you guys made it! How come I never see you guys during the regular season? I should tie-ins or something.
You're all such strong women. How did you end up married to such boiled potatoes? Don't see what takes to make, but then it keeps changing and aging. So sad.
She looks included. Oh yeah, she's an insurance agent. She chooses Nationwide to help protect all the families, businesses, and dreams you think.
Looks like she's kind of famous.
I've got her autograph.
That must be tiny.
It is. You really read it.
Since 1946, Nationwide has been on your side, working there in Chrisman during trying times.
Today, being on your side means staying home.
Nationwide always is the through. Nationwide always does support you and the heroes who are with you.
We're getting refunds on auto insurance premiums.
Assisting customers with financial hardship.
And our foundation is contributing millions of dollars to charities helping with COVID-19 relief.
Keeping our promise to be on your side.
Welcome back. Glad you're with us here on day 2, round 2 of the draft. And Microsoft Teams is proud to play an important role in the 2020 NFL Draft. Microsoft Teams, the official collaborations platform of the NFL. And as you can see with all the coaches, GMs, and owners in
Motherfucker,
several
man.
locations, we need a lot of collaboration. There are wires everywhere. Why can't I find this wire? What's gone wrong? We're trying to figure out what happens. We understand these things can get a little messy.
It wasn't even a need for them.
Pick is in for the Baltimore Ravens. Let's find out what the Ravens are going to do. Went very defensive heavy in free agency. Let's go to the commission. With the 55th pick, 20 NFL draft, the Baltimore Ravens select J.K. Dobbins, running back, Ohio State. Well, we'll wait a few seconds to see if this gets the official Mel Kiper Jr. seal of approval, but it should. J.K. Dobbins is the first Buckeye back in school history to rush for 1,000 or more yards as a freshman, sophomore, and junior. Also became the first running back ever in school history, 2,000 yards or more in a single season. And the only Ohio State running back with more rushing yards than J.K. Dobbins in the annals of Buckeye history, Mel, is Archie Griffin. This one better get your Mel Kiper seal of approval.
It does. People think, well, line out wide receiver, defensive line, interior of the offensive line. Well, J.K. Dobbins is a big-time running back. You have Mark Daniels, Gus Edwards, and Justice Hill. Now you get a guy who could be special running the football. I've always said he runs here. He's got that low center of gravity, really strong legs. He can break the long gainer. This is a kid who gets the best defenses, against 6 defenses that were ranked in the top 13 against the run. At the time of the game against Ohio State, in those games, J.K. Dobbins averaged 105 yards per game. 6.5 yards to carry with 11.
Damn, that sucks.
He's not a great receiver out of the backfield. He has some drops, but he's improving.
Hell no, not any good ones.
Not great. As a runner, DJ, as a pure running back, he was fun to watch.
No doubt, Mel, and he just runs low to the ground. He's so compact and he's so strong. He's got tremendous balance. Everybody points to those.
Well, Travis Etienne, he's a good. But I don't even seen him on there.
This Ravens team with Mark Ingram as a 30-year-old running back, they want to run the football. They do it better than anybody else, and now they've got some young, fresh legs to put in the mix.
Yeah, this is a guy who was absolutely a workhorse, and he will be a workhorse for Baltimore as well. But Ryan Day would run this young man over and over and over again on those inside and outside zones, and he wouldn't quit. There were sometimes when you would think they can't give him the ball again, and they would give it to him and beat him again, Booger. So I'll tell you what, he is tailor-made as far as work ethic is concerned for what he's going to face in the NFL.
You just have to love Baltimore when it's how they're committed to a certain style. They're going to come down, you add him with Mark Ingram. I just love the plan that Harbaugh and DaCosta have up there in Baltimore. They're committed to it, and they draft another guy that fits right in.
Damn.
Productive in their scheme.
But what you're talking about, what they're committed to, they set the record for the most rushing yards in a single season in the NFL.
Now, the only thing I can think of is maybe the Bucs are going to sign one off the free agency, like Freeman. Freeman can catch, but
Lamar Jackson under center, that's what John Harbaugh wants to do with that unique talent, the reigning NFL MVP at quarterback under center. So it is J.K. Dobbins going to Eric DaCosta, the general manager for the Ravens, and John Harbaugh, the head coach. That means the very, very active in this draft Miami Dolphins are back on the board. They went Robert Hunt, the other offensive lineman, with the first
damn, that sucks.
in the second round. Where will Brian Flores and Chris Greer go now? With the 56th pick, the 2020 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Raekwon Davis, defensive tackle, Alabama. But Raekwon Davis was a very, very productive player, Booker, at Alabama. What are the Miami Dolphins getting in someone that has been through the Nick Saban system?
Trey, they're getting a long, powerful player. When you look at the 3-4 scheme, he played at Alabama. He can play what I call that 4-eye, which is right inside that tackle. He can reduce him down in pass rush situations. Has some pass rush ability from a power rush standpoint, some lateral quickness. But I just love the power that he plays with, understanding good leverage. Nick Saban is a very, very good coach of defense, and he will be very technically sound and fundamentally adept when you're ready to play, Mel.
That's the thing, Booger. I think he can be a force, but he wasn't after a great start to his college career, getting sacks, getting production behind the line of scrimmage. He was handled up front. He was good against the run, but you want to see a little bit more pass rush, a little bit more disruption getting after that quarterback late in his career. Really never came together for Raekwon Davis. He doesn't suit defenses like Miami. He'll be a good run stopper, but pass rush is something he's got to improve and develop.
Yeah, absolutely, Mel. In 2017, he had 8.5 sacks and 10.5 tackles for loss. In his final 2 seasons, just 2 sacks and 8.5 tackles for losses. We'll see what happens. The draft continues after this.
We've always tried to be there when you and your home need us most. Working together to keep your home working. It's just what we do. What we've always done. What we'll continue to do. Because home is what unites us. Service isn't just a department. It's a voice on the other end of the phone. A note to say you're on our mind. A willingness to come to you. The world and how we interact with each other is changing, but that will never change who we are at Lexus. Now, more than ever, you and your needs come first. Find out what service options are available in your area at Lexus.com/people first. Wouldn't it be nice to eat with some of your old friends, like the Chalupa Supreme? Beefy 5-layer burrito, or more. Order ahead and get your $5 Chalupa Cravings box at Taco Bell's contactless drive-thru.
Hey, Boston, Atlanta, Miami. Local Now is here for you. Hi, New York. Hey, LA. Chicago. To get you through life's new normal. Hey, America. So, this is the place to be. Something for everyone. Local Now. Download for free in your favorite app store.
Thanks for sharing your DIY habits. Thanks for sharing your savage moves, and especially your awkward ones. Thanks for sharing your cute kids and your adorable pets. Now it's our turn to share with the Geico Gift. A 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies for both current and new customers. Because we're committed for the long run, credit lasts your full policy term. So thanks again. One good share deserves another.
Now, more than ever, her love keeps you centered. Show her how much she means to you with a gift from the Center B Collection. Happy Mother's Day from Kay.
First off, I'd like to say how grateful I am that everyone who reached out to me to express their concern when they heard the news. It means a lot to me. But at the same time, I was very blessed to have only experienced mild symptoms throughout my diagnosis. I just want to remind everybody we're all in this together. I just encourage everyone to be there for each other. Be there for your friends, for your family, your neighbors. Just help any way you can. And finally, I just want to thank all the essential businesses that have made these tough times a little bit easier for all of us going through it, especially the doctors and the nurses who are risking their lives. So thank you.
Rams center Brian Allen, the first active player in the NFL that we know of, was diagnosed with COVID-19. Meanwhile, we are looking at the situation at the Los Angeles Rams. We're still waiting on Jacob Eason and Jake Fromm. These two, of course, are
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Georgia. Kurt, what do we think about these two quarterbacks?
Margot just got home, so I was changing his diaper and stuff. And
Well, it's a contrasting in style between these two guys, Trey. You got Jacob Eason, who's the big, strong-arm guy who really pushes the ball down the field. And you see some really incredible moments from him with that big arm. And then you have
the Rams is up now.
not the most talented physically, but a really smart quarterback, a winner, 35-7 in his 3 years starting at Georgia. So contrasting styles. I'm interested to see if there's a team that has fallen in love with either one of these guys. Not a lot of dire need at the quarterback position around the league. New England, Jacksonville, a couple young quarterback rooms, but do they go and add another young guy to it, or do they go and get one of those veteran guys like a Jameis Winston, Cam Newton, or maybe even an Andy Dalton that's out there? So fascinated to see where these two guys go in the next couple rounds. I'm also fascinated to see sort of the same grass pattern behind Sean McVay and his patio that we saw in Kingsbury in Arizona. They have the same landscaper from what we're able to pick up.
So who was it Miami picked?
The Rams that are on the clock.
Raekwon Davis, that's right.
With their pick here in the second round. Come on, Ram fans. Let's go. With the 57th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Van Jefferson, wide receiver, Florida.
Who the hell?
Well, it certainly seems like we have a ton of draftees this year with NFL lineage. From Brentwood, Tennessee, started his career at Ole Miss, then transferred to Florida. And by the way, father, Sean,
wide receiver for 13 years in the NFL from 1991 to 2003. He was played in 2 Super Bowls. And Sean is currently the wide receiver coach for the New York Jets. And there is Sean with Van, the two of them together, watching him grow up and play through the years. So there is football lineage all the way around, as Van Jefferson is now a member of the Los Angeles Rams. And again, Sean Jefferson played for 13 seasons in the NFL, and now Van's going to try and do that. And you see Sean catching the pass, and he's feeding, among others, Junior Seau to the end zone for the score. DJ, what do we think about
Yeah,
Van?
I don't know.
I think he's one of the
Zach Moss, I don't think he's good.
Draft class, Trey. And it was a guy that everybody around the league seemed to be targeting in that 3rd round range. And anytime that happens, you know somebody's going to go ahead and do it in the 2nd round. He's creative in his release off the line of scrimmage. He's polished at the top of his rush, or at the top of the route. And he's got incredibly strong hands. Also was a gunner on punt. He's very tough. I thought he compared to Cooper Kupp. That's why I compared him through the entire process. And now he's got Cooper Kupp as a teammate. Pristine route runner here, Michael.
Yeah, and DJ, I love this kid too. I love his father. He's a very good friend of mine. So you know what you're talking about is this kid is a technician.
Trying to see if Travis Etienne's in the draft. I could have swore he is.
It's not just about knowing how to get open. It's also about knowing when to be open. He's very, very good at that. A great pickup for this football team.
Well, listen, with Van Jefferson off the board, he's now the 12th wide receiver taken in this year's draft, tying with 2014.
Oh, he's a
most
junior.
wide receivers in the first 2 rounds in common draft history. So that means that Mike Zimmer, Mike's head coach, or Rick Spielman, Mike's general manager, or any of these other final few picks in the 2nd round land on a wide receiver, this would be the most prolific first 2 wide receiver rounds.
Oh, never mind. Travis Etienne didn't even go to the NFL draft. Damn.
58 pick, the 2020 NFL draft. The Minnesota Vikings select Ezra Cleveland, tackle, Boise State. Well, pretty much the opposite of the wide receiver. It is an offensive lineman, and it is Ezra Cleveland. And I'm going to tell you something that's significant as he just got the news. The former Boise State left tackle started the last 3 seasons for the Broncos. And by the way, why is this important? Well, the last 5 multi-year starters at left tackle for Boise State were all NFL draftees who started in the league several years. He was a big kid. How big? He was born 3 weeks early, and he weighed 11 pounds at birth. They said if he'd gone to term, he would have been a 15-pound baby. He's a big baby, and now the Vikings are hoping he's a big player, Lewis, for
A.J. Dillon and Zach Moss. But I don't think they're good though. They're not nothing like these other ones. I'd rather pick a damn one of the quarterbacks over one of those 2. That's my opinion.
Keeps his pad down. You see right here what can happen. He can take defensive ends who line up in a 6 technique over him or a 5 technique over him and just put him on the ground. He's a guy who he climbs up on the 2nd level. He can use that big body to shield 2nd level defenders out of the way, and he's effective in that way as well. When he skips out on the perimeter, look, he has the athleticism to chase people down and make those kind of 2nd level blocks out there in space on jet sweeps and on screens and on 2nd level runs. He just needs to tie it all together, play a little bit stronger, play with more consistent pad level. But he's somebody who told me his stock was rising as the draft approached.
Well, he is off the board now in Minnesota. An uncle of his said that Ezra would grow up to be 6'4" and 250 pounds. Let's just say he undershot that because he ended up at 6'6", 311 pounds. In other words, he's added 300 pounds since birth. Stay with us.
You're watching the 2020 NFL Draft, presented by Lowe's.
Oh man.
I know for every piece that I deliver, that's a script that a family doesn't have to take out of their house. It relieves the stress off of me to let me know that I'm doing something good for the community.
I don't see that happening.
I wanted more from my COPD medicine.
That's why I've got the power of 1, 2, 3 medicines with Trelegy. The only FDA-approved once daily 3-in-1 COPD treatment.
Trelegy, the power of 1, 2, 3. Trelegy, 1, 2, 3. Trelegy.
With Trelegy and the power of 1, 2, 3 on breathing better. Trelegy works 3 ways to open airways, keep them open, and reduce inflammation for 24 hours of better breathing. Trelegy won't replace your rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Trelegy is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis.
Oh, we still need more running backs besides him. You got Bruce Anderson and Daria Agumbawale. Those ain't fucking good running backs.
Once daily Trelegy and the power of 1, 2, 3.
Trelegy, 1, 2, 3.
Say that Trelegy.
With the 45th pick of the 2020 NFL Draft, Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Antoine Winfield, defensive back, Minnesota. Okay, this is kind of strange. We've had 4 safeties go off here in the second round, and they both went in back-to-back picks. And then the Patriots took safeties go off here in the second round, and they both went in back-to-back picks.
Now, that's about to pay off.
She looks important.
Oh yeah, she's an insurance agent. She chooses Nationwide to help protect all the family, businesses, and dreams of people.
Looks like she's kind of famous.
I've got her autograph before.
That must be tiny.
It is. You really read it.
Since 1926, Nationwide has been on your side.
We'll be there in person during trying times.
Today, being on your side means staying home.
Nationwide offices, but we can still support you.
Denzel Mims goes to New York Jets.
Refunds on auto insurance premiums.
Assisting customers with financial hardships.
Zach Moss, no, I don't think he's good, man.
Keeping our promise.
He's not the type of running back that they were looking for that can catch.
Welcome back to the 2020 Draft Round 2. Closing out the second round here with just a few picks left. Mel, give me your best available players out there. Brought to you by Lowe's.
Well, you look at those wide receivers, you see a group there. Denzel Mims coming out of Taylor with all that talent, freakish talent, Devin Duvernay, all that production in the slot for Texas. Then Mr. Versatility, running back, wide receiver, kick returner, Antonio Gibson from Memphis, and of course Brian Edwards, South Carolina wide receiver, has some injury issues, but I tell you, he can get it done. He is a very underrated wideout. Lynn Bowes Jr. played quarterback and did a great job. Before that, he was like Antoine Randall as a receiver, slot guy, return man. Love Lynn Bowes Jr. To go and do what he did this year, selfless play quarterback and win football games, really saved that Kentucky season. Pretty remarkable what Lynn Bowden Jr. accomplished.
He's actually fascinating, and where you could play him and the things you could do, because he went back to the quarterback.
So they traded Robbie, or they let Robbie Anderson go, and then they get Denzel Mims.
Hey, say hi. We're all good. We're happy to have you. This is part of the draft in 2020. We're excited to see.
He looks weird.
And then there's Joe Douglas, hard at work with 5 screens on him. Where will the Jets go? They got their big offensive tackle, Makai back there by day guy, who lead big, 6'7", 365 pounds in the first round. So what are they going to do here with pick number 59 overall in the second round, the 27th pick in the draft? Let's find out together as Roger Goodell is ready to make the announcement on what the Jets, Adam Gase, and Joe Douglas are going to do. Come on, Jet fans, hey, Jet Blues, let's go. Come on, let's go.
With the New York Jets pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Jets select Denzel Mims, wide receiver, Baylor.
The Baylor Bear is finally off the board. Denzel Mims is going to be the new target for Sam Darnold to throw to. Remember, they lost Robbie Anderson, their big play wide receiver, in free agency. Again, this is a guy who is fast. At 4.38 40 was third most among wide receivers. Set all kinds of records at Baylor. Michael Irvin, this is a guy who can make every catch imaginable.
Yes, he can, Trey. You're right. You're absolutely right. I talked to Robbie Anderson.
What do you mean? Like, oh, we got a rep present.
But he's very happy to be in Carolina with his quarterback. They need to replace that speed, that production that he gave him. I know they signed my old roommate, son.
Fucking cake.
Added speed, added depth for him in the wide receiver position. Denzel Mims, a 4.38 40. This kid can absolutely run. I got a chance to watch him a lot. He's right up the street from me.
Oh shit! The Patriots just traded up. The Patriots just traded with the Baltimore Ravens. What? You gotta get up there.
Someone takes unbelievably acrobatic catches down the field, so he's going to win on those contested 50-50 balls as we're watching on the highlights right here. That's going to be a big benefit for Sam Darnold. You see him go big, powerful offensive lineman to protect Sam Darnold in the first round. Now they give him a big weapon.
So the Patriots just traded up.
So Joe Douglas doing some work here.
That's why I said, and that's why I picked in my mock was Jacob Eason.
Now, what do you think?
Well, look at Mims. I think you look at a guy who's still a little raw. When you come out of Baylor's offense, it may take a year to transition, but the talent that he possesses is rare. Have a kid with that kind of catch radius, that kind of arm length. You talk about a guy with 6'3", 210 pounds. You have a vertical jump over 38, 4.38.
Unless they pick the linebacker right there, Josh Uche or Jeremy Shin.
Getting that timing down with Sam Darnold, quarterback with the Jets.
Well, listen, they had 2 seasons with at least 1,000 receiving yards from Matt Rule of Baylor, so we'll see what happens there. The chair that is Bill Belichick's representation and Nick Caserio, the director of player personnel, they've made a trade. They have moved up. So what will Bill Belichick and Nick Caserio get together and get done? We'll figure this out because we're still trying to figure out what they're going to do quarterback position. I don't know if you've heard that this offseason Tom Brady is not there anymore. He is now a member of the Tampa Bay Bucks. So the pick is in for the New England Patriots. And we're going to figure out in just a few moments what's going on there. And now we believe we have everything squared away. Let's go find out what the Patriots are doing at pick 60. The Baltimore Ravens have traded the 60th pick to the New England Patriots. With the 60th pick,
I just said that too, Josh Uche.
The New England Patriots select Josh Uche, linebacker, Michigan. So Josh Uche, linebacker from Michigan, is now off the board. And if you think about it, this is a very, very Patriot kind of pick. As everybody is happy in Miami, Florida, for Josh Uche.
Yeah, they're all happy. They forget Brady ain't there. Yeah, we're going to the Patriots. We're going to lose.
Another linebacker that's draftable at Michigan, Blake Hudson, every once in a while would come off the field, Lewis, just to get Uche on the field, and now he's off the board first.
But you're right, this is the typical New England Patriot pick, a guy who can play multiple positions. As a linebacker, he can play on the line of scrimmage and rush the passer. He can stack off the ball and play in a 4-3. He can stack off the ball and play a 3-4. But the thing he can really do is get after the passer because he's got tremendous first step quickness, and then he's got power. And he's got power to rush the passer, power to stand up tight ends and offensive tackles in the run game, and he has got an instinctive nose for the football. He always seems to be around the ball, never gives up. He's got tremendous speed. He's got tremendous tackling ability, strong upper body. He's just one of those guys, you just wonder, why did he play even more for the Michigan Wolverines? He should have never come off the field because he's that multi-positional player that Bill Belichick is going to find a way to turn into a superstar.
Yeah, he broke out this senior season, team high 8.5 sacks and 11.5 sacks for loss. Josh Uche is, remember, they lost a lot of defensive players in free agency.
Yeah, they lost a lot of people.
Player that the Patriots have been very effective in using over the years. Hi, Bill. Go make it.
Nigga, he looks pissed. God damn it! I need a quarterback. I need a quarterback, damn it.
The situation, like it is what it is. The mindset going into the draft hasn't changed. Come out on the other side of this thing, a better version of you. Biggest thing is just taking steps every day, improving every day.
In this world where people are staying at home, many of life's moments are being put on hold. At Carvana, we understand that for some, getting a car just can't wait. To help, we're giving our customers up to 90 days to make their first payment. Shop online from the comfort of your couch.
So
Get your car
Tennessee Titans is in.
to keep you safe. And for even greater peace of mind, all Carvana cars come with a 7-day return policy. So if you need to keep moving, we're here for you. At Carvana, the safer way to buy a car.
You know how you cook the patty and you slap that cheese on there and it just all just comes together. And forget about the bacon.
I taste the sweetness.
I taste the tangy of it.
You want to try that? Yes. Sweet and tangy bacon flavor.
They lost a lot of guys though. They lost I don't remember all their names really, but Van Noy. They lost Van Noy. They lost one of their defensive linemen. I think they lost two of their linebackers. I know the Lions signed 3 of the Patriots defenders, starting guys.
Hey, did they ever ask you what you're wearing? Yeah. Red sweater, button-down shirt, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
While we're all home, social distancing, Meals on Wheels volunteers are on the front lines across every community, responding to older Americans who are most in need, delivering food and a reassurance to millions of seniors that they are not alone right now. Because of the tireless commitment of these heroes everywhere, humanity is winning. Support Meals on Wheels now by donating at NFL.com.
And there you see our message to people as they drive by our campus here in Bristol. We are all in this together. Help us make a difference now. Huddle up for COVID-19 relief efforts and join players, teams, fans, and communities around the country in the NFL draft process. If we unite behind this cause, we can provide relief for those significantly impacted by the pandemic. Every dollar counts. Do what you can when you can. Visit NFL.com/relief. Well, the Tennessee Titans are back on the clock, and I'm a little disappointed in what I see behind Mike Vrabel, the head coach, because his setup in his house last night was a question of a lot of controversy through the first round of the draft, and we decided to dial it back a little bit here in day 2. John Robinson, the executive VP and general manager there as well. Let's see where the Tennessee Titans are going.
Welcome back. Yeah, I'm watching Zach Moss highlights. He don't look fast. He looks just big.
In the 2020 NFL draft, the Tennessee Titans select
Christian Fulton.
LSU. So Christian Fulton, another member of that LSU.
Yeah, I'm watching the Zach Moss highlights, saying best running back in Utah history, but he don't look fast though. He says 5'10", 228 pounds. That's just a big running back, but he's not
someone
I don't see no highlights of them passing to him.
eventually was first his appeal that was denied, and then 8 days before the start
He's just
of
a
the
power
season, it was
back.
reduced to just 1 year. And the Fulton family knows exactly what this country is going through with the pandemic. The family is gathering in New Orleans for the draft, but without one of Christian's biggest fans. His grandfather, Louis Fulton, died 2 weeks ago because of COVID-19. Fulton said about his grandfather, he'd be really proud that we know the New Orleans area is one of the hardest hit in the country by the coronavirus outbreak. So Christian Fulton has had his ups and downs on the field and away from the field. Daniel Jeremiah, as you see this product, as he gets set to go to Tennessee, what should he be expecting?
Well, I think you're talking about a top 50 player. He was my 5th corner in this year's draft class, so I think there's some value here with this pick to the Tennessee Titans. He plays the game very smart. He's a fluid athlete, and he's ultra competitive. You see that competitiveness show up when the ball's up in the air. You also see it when he's a force player against the run. Now, he gave up some plays down the field, and I think he got dinged a little bit for that. But you've got to remember, LSU's offense was blowing the doors off every team they played, so the ball was up in the air constantly. And on the opposite side of
I'm gonna look up A.J. Dillon. Watch his highlights, see how he looks.
He made a bunch of plays. He gave up some plays, but I think this is a good value pick here for the Tennessee Titans.
All right, Daniel, thanks very much. Yeah, I think he was the #1 rated recruit, number 3 silver cornerback in the nation, according to ESPN, when he signed there as a freshman in 2016. So they get Isaiah Wilson, and now John Robinson high fives all the way around as they get their guy, Christian Fulton, the cornerback.
See, A.J. Dillon, he's another big guy.
Obviously, good times for Christian Fulton and his family as they see that he's going with the team that made it.
We need a receiving backs. These guys that Dillon and Amos, they're just big.
First round is Brad Guzman, Matt LaFleur, went with the quarterback, Jordan Love. What will they do with their picks in the second round? Let's find out.
Yeah, so they're not receiving backs.
With the 62nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, Green Bay Packers select A.J. Dillon, running back.
See, now that's perfect for the Packers because.
Well, I think Aaron Rodgers will be okay with this pick, ladies and gentlemen, because he gets himself a skill position player, and A.J. Dillon skillfully rewrote the record book.
Yeah, he's a big guy. That's a fucking beast running back there. But that's what Bucks don't need.
Rushing yards, all-purpose yards, rushing touchdowns, and total touchdowns. And also had a pretty impressive.
Yeah, they must have a plan about the running back.
In Indianapolis. Lewis, what do we make about this kid who was so productive on Chestnut Hill? Well, you've got a guy who was absolutely a between the tackles.
Look at that, 247 pounds. I just was watching. He's powerful, but he's not like an explosive fucking. You know, he's not fast. He's just big.
He's not going to really do too much, but you're going to bounce off of that big, strong lower body.
It's another Brandon Jacobs.
After initial contact, he's a guy who runs with tremendous competitiveness. He has good
But like I said,
he will make it challenging for second-level defenders to run him down. I'll tell you this, he's a workhorse. He's the kind of guy who really does fit what the Packers are looking for as far as the first and second down back is concerned, and a change of pace.
No question, when we think about 250 pounder with a 41 vertical. He's a few more reps catching the football. They got 845.
So he even just said he's not a receiving.
On the top-rated running backs for Jonathan Taylor. There's a lot of tread on those tires, but he held up pretty well. Decent vision, good burst through that hole. Good body lean, effective stiff arm. I'll tell you, looking at a guy like A.J. Dillon is a complimentary big back with a lot of athleticism and a lot of production. Well, your A.J. Dillon's going to be something there's a linebacker to try to deal with on that second level.
Yeah, he's the 2020 version of what Derrick Henry is in Tennessee. A big back with above-average athletic ability, has the speed. When he gets in the open, he can take it to the house. More than anything, he's going to be a complementary back. When you look at Green Bay, they have Aaron Jones with a slasher. He's a guy that can get outside. They want to pound it down the middle.
Chiefs pick us in.
They have a 250-pound back in A.J. Dillon.
Well, A.J. Dillon's maternal grandfather is a man named Tom Gatewood, who was an All-American wide receiver at Notre Dame. He also became the first black captain in Notre Dame history and a member of the College Football Hall of Fame.
You think Chin's going to the Chiefs here at this pick?
1972. And then one day Dylan started digging through some photos to see
The OGM wouldn't have got Brady and Gronk here.
Look at us, we're almost identical. The pictures of how Tom Gatewood played and the moves he made were almost identical to the ones A.J. Dillon was making. It's the highest drafted running back, by the way, for the Green Bay Packers since Eddie Lacy went there in 2013. So the 247-pound New London, Connecticut product is now a member of the Green Bay Packers. We are at pick 31 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. But if there's one thing you can guarantee in life, and Lewis, you know this as well as anybody, when Andy Reid has the chance to wear a Tommy Bahama shirt, he is wearing that Tommy Bahama shirt. It was a blue background floral print on night one, and he's mixing it up a little bit, sort of a cream beige background with some floral prints for Andy Reid in round two. Brett Veach is looking much more business on. So look, they got a perfect fit for them. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back in the first round. Lewis, let's start with you. What do you think Kansas City is looking at here at the back end of round two?
Yeah, I think they're looking at defense. I think they're looking at defensive speed, wherever that may come from. They need somebody who can run and hit. Now, they need linebackers. They need playmakers in that position. That'd be the first spot.
Yeah, the Bucs are going to forget about running back now. Just load up on better positions now. Forget that running back. Don't waste a pick on any of these other guys. They're shitty.
Now, what about you?
I think look at Justin Madubuike, defensive liner from Texas A&M, and Zach Ball, linebacker from Wisconsin, Jeremy Chin, safety, Southern Illinois. You think of that from the defensive backs available in the draft. Cameron Dantzler didn't run well at the combine, but had a really good year in coverage for Mississippi State. Good football players. There are still some really good defensive players on the board as we get near the end of round two.
TJ, what are you thinking here when you see the brain trust for Kansas City?
Well, look, Trey, when you listen to Lewis talk about getting some speed, they just need guys that can play the pass because their offense is going to run up the score. They've got to be able to play against the pass on the defensive side of the ball. So at the linebacker position, a guy like Logan Wilson from Wyoming, who, for my money, is one of the best covered linebackers in this draft class. I think this is about the range when he comes off the board and fill a need.
All right, let's find out what Kansas City is going to do. They went running back in round one. Let's see what the Super Bowl champs do here.
Willie Gay Jr.
With the 63rd pick.
Man, that was a gay ass pick.
NFL draft. Kansas City Chiefs select Willie Gay, linebacker, Mississippi State. All right, so it is a linebacker, Willie Gay, but has some off-field issues. He was suspended 8 games by the NCAA for academic violations. 9 other Mississippi State players were also suspended part of that. And then he
Man, that was a gay pick.
Quarterback Garrett Schrader in practice in a fight before the Music City Bowl. That, according to local media reports. So there are some things that come along with a player like Willie Gay here, but Mel Kiper just as what he can be on the field. If all of that is not a problem, what are the Chiefs getting? Tell you what, you got a kid who started 6 of 31 career games. Say, why a second round pick? It's because of physical and athletic talent. 6'1" and change, 240 plus pounds. He can run to the football. He had some games that really got your attention. Go back to 2018. You have 6 starts, 48 tackles, and 5 sacks and 2 interceptions. This past year,
Man.
in terms of production. He's the kind of guy who can speed to the football, DJ, the kind of talent. He can stay focused on the job at hand.
Oh shit! Seattle traded their pick.
First round caliber athlete without the production pushing him into round 2, DJ.
And now I talked to 7 or 8 teams about Willie Gay and said, is he on your board or is he off your board? Every single team said he's absolutely on our board. We've done our homework. We've met with the kid. The academic issues, they got the right answers there. He owned up to his mistakes there. I was told that the incident with the teammate was a little bit overblown. I got good background reports when I talked to the folks at Mississippi State. So I think teams were comfortable with him. And when you look at him on the field, the speed, you do notice it in a hurry, Trey.
Well, DJ, he helped himself to become.
Damn, the Panthers drafted another defensive end. They traded it. Seattle traded with Carolina.
Meanwhile, that's a mosaic of Chief fans having fun. And is that Andy Reid up there in the corner? Is that Andy Reid there? It's incredible how many people look like Andy Reid. That's actually Eric Stone. And we appreciate the effort.
Big day. Closet organizer and jigsaw puzzler.
Oh no, never mind. That was the old one. That's an old pick. That's an old thing.
Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
But they still traded it up though. Yeah, Tony Dungy's talking good about that pick, saying he's going to do real good with the Bucks.
He's not capable of the rights or destruction. I am a monster.
All systems have to die eventually.
So this is the last pick of the first round. They feel that they don't need a running back, I guess. And they have a plan though. They're probably going to sign someone in free agency. But shoot, Antoine Winfield, he's one of the best safeties. He's rated high.
Like being the first to check in. Or the first to try your hand at the culinary arts. Or all the arts. Be the first to volunteer. Or the first to say it's all going to be okay. And when the day comes, or we're no longer looking at our worlds from the inside out, it will be what we did in here, and will make us stronger out there. Calling all grassmasters,
Carolina needs all kind of shit. The fuck? This could be where Panthers pick Zach Bond.
It's not your average chocolate bar. Smooth milk chocolate, crispy wafer, and creamy hazelnut filling. It's Kinder Bueno.
Glad you're with us for day 2 of the draft, and we want to make sure you tune in tonight.
We don't need we need a receiving back. Kerryon Johnson's are just a regular runner there.
I have all these wonderful tidbits I can tell you that would entice you to watch. I'm just going to read this one line. Highlighted by Dennis Rodman. Pretty much all you need to know. Sunday, 9 o'clock, the swearing version of ESPN2, the non-swearing version. You're going to go all over the board if you want to go all in. Meanwhile, Carolina Panthers, Marty Hurney's chair is being represented there in that picture, but there's Matt Rule, who's gone heavy on the defensive side of the ball for the first couple of picks, getting Derek Brown in round 1 and Yetur Gross-Matos out of Penn State in the second round. Remember, they gave up 29.4 points per game last year, the worst in franchise history. The Rule restoration has begun, trying to transform that defense. And then, of course, they signed Christian McCaffrey to that long-term deal and brought in Teddy Bridgewater. Let's see where they go here.
Antonio Gibson's a wide receiver. I don't know why they say he was a running back.
With the 64th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Jeremy Chin.
Jeremy Chin.
Southern Illinois. Saluki, stand up. Carbondale, Illinois is on the board as Jeremy Chin is the highest Southern Illinois football player drafted since Kerry Taylor went in the 3rd round of the Seahawks in 1984. Mel, this was one of your gems.
All right, so here we go. 3rd round's coming up.
interceptions in high school, 13 career interceptions in Southern Illinois. I saw him against Western Illinois, November 16th. Gets 15 tackles in that game, 1.5 tackles for loss, 9 of those 15 tackles were solos, and he sealed the win when he recovered an onside kick into that game. He's like a guy who can really make plays in the passing game with those interceptions and those ball skills. Great range. He's 6'3", 221 pounds. He had 243 career tackles, 13 interceptions, 31 passes defended, and 6 forced fumbles. He played a little quarterback as well. So you know they love that versatility and the fact that he makes those good angles for tackler.
At least we know the Bucks are picking up.
You're talking about a team that has a history.
Picking now, coming up.
Having those kind of guys with that kind of versatility there. Jeremy Chin, it wouldn't shock me if they tried to corner.
Yeah, I'm not carrying on Johnson though.
He's a heck of a player from the 1-0.
I don't see that happening.
Real quickly, he was in the third round. Terry Taylor was actually a first round pick of the Seahawks in 1984. But Jeremy Chin became so enamored with tackle football, he almost didn't even want to play flag football. He was one of those late bloomers, kind of like Kyle Duggar. He was a guy that took a long time to get that growth spurt in high school, and now it has paid off.
All right, I'll be right back. Shoot.
3 is now underway. Let's go back to the commissioner. With the 65th pick.
Oh shit, here we go.
2020 NFL draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Logan Wilson, linebacker, Wyoming.
Logan Wilson.
And there is Logan Wilson and family having to wait no longer than the first round, or the first pick rather, of the third round to hear his name come off the board. And this is a kid from Casper, Wyoming. He said, wearing the yellow and brown, the gold and brown meant something for me. His father, Trevor, wrestled at Dickinson State. What can we tell DJ about Logan Wilson?
Well, I think you're going to look back 5 years from now, we're going to talk about this being one of the best picks in this year's draft class. This kid reminds me so much of Fred Warner as you go back and look at him in his high school tape as a DB, and you see what he does in coverage at the college level. You can see how he started at the back end of the defense before he moved.
I was bringing him in there.
Once he got to the collegiate level there at Wyoming, he just got phenomenal comfortability. His ability to be an athlete.
We got sound chef. We haven't done
Reach sideline to sideline. You just see all this high school.
It's like Christmas when he goes to bed. We'll wrap presents. I don't think they're trading Howard because they done said they're going to keep him.
And when you're in a division with Lamar Jackson and company, you better be able to play sideline to sideline and make plays. That's what Logan Wilson does. I love this pick for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, there you see what they've done. They went Burrow and LSU and T. Higgins on the first 2 picks, and now they go with
So Jordan Whitehead changed his jersey number to number.
By the way, we got to get him for Logan
Wait a
Wilson
second.
that part. Meanwhile,
So what number is Carlton Davis now?
trying to figure out what Washington's gonna do.
Man, our secondary didn't change all their numbers up. I know Sean Murphy Bunting.
In the 2020 NFL
This shit's going fast now.
Washington Redskins select Antonio Gibson, running back, Memphis. All right, so this is another one of a run on Memphis running backs we've seen over the last 2 years. Anthony Pollard, Darrell Henderson.
So Antoine Winfield's going to wear number 31. Jordan Whitehead changed his number to 33. So I wonder what Carlton Davis changed to.
Just about anywhere. You line up in the slot, he just gas you down the field with his pure speed as a wide receiver.
Carlton Davis is 33.
As good as anybody's in college football and coming out in this draft at about 6'2", 220 pounds. He has tremendous home run ability. He can line up at running back, and he can gas you for 100 yards there. He's the ultimate Swiss Army-like weapon. And I don't say that to just kind of like be blasé about my evaluation of this guy. This guy is a legit home run threat, and they will use him in so many ways. You won't know where he's going to line up. That is a very good pick here in the third round for Washington Redskins.
All right, so you get the wideout Antonio Gibson, and then you got Chase Young overall. Antonio Gibson is off the board. Lots more coming with us. The draft continues here on ESPN, the NFL Network, and ABC.
Yeah, the
20 NFL Draft, presented by Lowe's.
Welcome to cricket.
so the Lions.
Hey, y'all. Hi. Hi. Stay safe. We're here to help you stay connected.
So
Make the wrong getaway driver, they'll be paying for this for a long time.
They will.
So Antonio Gibson, he's gone. I don't know where they can go. Linebacker.
Lies, a desert never lies.
Is that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate insurance.
I said that way earlier on Facebook. That in 2 years, Rodgers comes to the Bucks, and we'll have number 12 again.
Four crunchy tacos and four beefy 5-layer burritos for only $10. Pairs perfectly with all your Taco Bell favorites. So grab a $10 cravings pack for
Yeah, I said that way earlier.
contactless drive-thru.
Ryan, don't leave the table till you're finished.
Fine, we'll sneak here.
It's the easiest because it's the cheesiest. Kraft for the win-win.
On the time was squad at any cost.
Yeah, Zach Moss, I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't even waste a pick on a running back now. Shit, fucking
Since 1926, Nationwide has been on your side.
Freeman's a lot better running back than him. At least Freeman can block and run and catch. Zach Moss, you go look at his highlights. He's just a big power back. He's not. They didn't even pass it to him.
We're getting refunds on auto insurance premiums.
Yeah, we don't need a tight end.
And our foundation is millions of dollars for charities helping with COVID-19 relief.
Keeping our promise to be on your side.
What is Haven Life? Take a chance to put your family first. Something to make life less hard. It's a reason to speak about life insurance. Haven Life. Life insurance that's actually simple.
Hey, don't forget Monday at 7 a.m. Good Morning Football Crew on NFL Network spots the biggest winners of the 2020 NFL Draft. Good Morning Football, Monday at 7. Only on the NFL Network. We are rolling through the third round of the draft. The Lions are on the clock. There you see Matt Patricia.
No, it's not Zach Moss.
Behind here at home. Bob Quinn.
Randy Moss's son. He's a. Randy Moss's son is I forget his damn first name. It's like
very solid player so far in this draft. Jeff Okudah,
it's like
cornerback.
Teddy something Moss. It's not. Zach Moss is a running back for Utah.
With this pick number 67,
Julian Akora, he's gone.
Let's find out where they're going to go, and let's head back one more time to Roger Goodell. With the 77th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Julian Akora, linebacker, Notre Dame. So this means there's going to be a family reunion for you.
Yeah, Randy Moss's son. I forget what college he played for. Oh, LSU, duh. Yeah, that's Thaddeus. Yeah, Thaddeus Moss is his name for LSU.
So Julian, this is Romeo. Romeo, this is Julian. And as for Julian, born in London, raised in Lagos, Nigeria, moved to Charlotte, North Carolina in the 3rd grade, and again has the potential to play with his brother. Now his season was cut short by 9 games after a fractured left fibula in the win over Duke. But before the injury, he had become a team captain, 4 sacks, 6 tackles for losses, and 2 forced fumbles.
And he broke his leg.
What are they getting in Julian Akora?
Yeah, and before he broke his leg, Trey, he was having an outstanding season. You talk about a guy 6'4", 252 pounds, explosive off the edge. He makes offensive tackles scared. Also has some versatility. You can drop him off. 3-4 outside linebacker, 4-3 stand-up pass rusher in those situations. But this is a tremendous athlete, long, linear, still has a little room to get stronger, look for him to be an outstanding player, especially if he gets a little stronger, adds 5 or 10 pounds on the next level.
Well, what's really interesting, he became a captain, and that was because he matured greatly in Brian Kelly's eyes. Brian Kelly said, if you told me a year ago that Julian O'Connell was going to be a Notre Dame captain, I would have said, you've got to be kidding me because of his joking way about it. But he turned it around and became the leader that Brian Kelly wanted him to be. And now it looks like Julian's going to have a chance to play a little football again. Beside older brother Romeo, but he gets bragging rights. I mean, Romeo's been in the league for the first 3 years, but Romeo went undrafted. Julian O'Connell, as we said, goes in the third round, and he goes to the Lions. Meanwhile, Adam Gase and his kids are back on the clock as the Jets head coach is there. Working the Rubik's Cube, keeping the mind sharp. Always a good idea. Let's go back to the commissioner.
With his 68th pick, the 2020 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Ashton Davis, defensive back, California.
Okay, this is a fascinating pick because Ashton Davis has been referred to by Peter King and other people as the mystery man in this draft. What is he? His hometown is Santa Cruz, California, which is known for 2 things, surfers and smoking weed. Ashton Davis says, I don't do either one of those things. He was a finalist for the Burlsworth Trophy. What is that? Well, that's someone who started their career as a walk-on. Ashton Davis started not only as a walk-on in football, but before that, he was walked on at the track team at Cal, and Davis won the 2017
Yeah, this is going to be
meter hurdles and came in first in the 60
Bradley Pinion's easiest season.
Lewis, he walked onto the football team and became an impact player for the Bears.
Yeah, he is a tremendous player. One of my favorite players in the draft. Got to talk to him at Cal before they played Arizona State. He's got tremendous range in the middle of the field, tremendous instincts, a student of the game. He really is dialed in pre-snap as far as where he needs to go, and then he just turns it loose as far as his physical ability is concerned. He's a guy who can play the nickel, he can play the dime, he's got good feet, he's got good hips, he's got tremendous closing speed, and he can finish with interceptions, and on top of it, he's a tremendous kick returner as well. This is a guy who's earned everything that's coming his way. This is a tremendous pick by the New York Jets. Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator, will love the versatility of this young man, as well as the special teams coaches in New York, because he can take it to
Ashton Davis.
and get some seams as a kick returner. Fantastic pick.
By the way, he was confident. In 6th grade, he wrote down a project. One day I hope to be famous. My dream is to play the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball all at once until I am too old to play. Sports is my hobby, and that's all I do. And now he's going to be doing it at the NFL level for the New York Jets and Joe Douglas, the general manager for the Jets. Meanwhile, let's get to the next pick, as it looks like it is coming in very quickly. It is for the Seattle Seahawks. Pete Carroll and John Snyder's family waiting to find out.
Come on. With the 69th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Damian Lewis, guard, LSU.
You're going to see a run on offensive linemen here coming off the board here for LSU because they've got a bunch of them that are drafted LSU. So what do we think of Damian Lewis here, DJ?
It's our Rocket Man. But we didn't get no running back.
I thought he played with overall really good awareness. And one thing that people had trouble with was Auburn.
We got good safety though, Antoine Winfield Jr.
At Auburn, but I thought overall a powerful guy who can torque and turn you and finish you in the run game, and someone that plays with outstanding awareness in pass protection.
Started all 28 games of his career for the Tigers at right guard, transferred from Northwest Mississippi Community College. Damian Lewis is now a member of the Seattle Seahawks, joining Darrell Taylor, the defensive end that Thunder really liked. Of course,
Nothing shocking except for Jalen Hurts got drafted to the Eagles.
Pete Carroll is enjoying himself. Let's all be Pete Carroll. You too, John Snyder. Enjoy yourself. Clap. Stay with us. Come on.
Restaurants have always been there for you. And even though tables are empty at the moment, now you can be there for them. While the doors may be closed, kitchens
Miami could go Zach Bond here. Yeah. Mims went to the Jets, I believe. Yep, Jets.
Now, more than ever, her love keeps you centered. Show her how much she means to you with a gift from the Center of Me collection. Happy Mother's Day from Kay.
Jeff, you make smart choices.
Who do I want? Shit.
Why you think? With the markets by Goldman Sachs online savings account, you can earn more interest in 1 month than in 1 year with the largest banks. And getting fun.
I would say a wide receiver or someone on defense.
Probably should. You can earn more interest in 1 month than in 1 year with the largest banks. You can money with markets by Goldman Sachs. You know, you've already got a home team. Willie, Warren.
Yeah, I just say load up on defense now. Draft a corner.
300,000 members of the team working hard to keep your
Yeah, there ain't no running backs worth it now. Because what we needed is a receiving running back, and there ain't none in this draft now that's a receiving running back that can catch. Look up Zach Moss's highlights. He's a huge, big runner. He's not a receiving back. In his highlights, they never even threw it to him.
Delicious nuggets for just $1. Your way, way better.
State Farm is announcing the Good Neighbor Relief Program.
$2 billion for our auto policy.
Jonathan Taylor went to the Colts.
Because now, more than ever, being a good neighbor.
Cam Akers went to the Rams. Dobbins to the Baltimore
When
Ravens.
we first opened our doors, it didn't take us long to realize
We weren't in the car business.
at Lexus, we were in the people business.
Now you know who can catch that. Maybe they can pull off a trade, but
Respectful.
And passionate.
fucking Kareem Hunt.
Treating people like guests is what we all signed up for. And now when people need this most, we will do what we've always done.
Take care of people.
I wouldn't say it's the most boring. It's so far it's the most watched NFL draft ever.
It's so fortunate to have a great team of first responders, hospital staff, and essential.
You know why it's the most watched NFL draft ever? Because no one's at the draft or going out having draft parties at the stadiums, so everyone's watching it. So that's the only reason why. Yeah, Swift went to the Lions.
Thank you for your continued efforts.
Not just afraid of the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's be good teammates to one another.
Yeah, I know.
We got this.
We got this.
That's the only one I can really think of. They
We're
can.
glad you're with us. Time for a look at Mel's best available, brought to you by Lowe's. Mel, tell us about them.
Yeah, Zach Bond, versatile linebacker out of Wisconsin, had a lot of production in that defense in the Big Ten. Josh Jones, solid player, not spectacular, but I think was worthy of late first, early to mid second round consideration. I'm a big Justin Madubuike fan. Love the way he claps this thing along the interior. Zach Bond for
Yeah, he would be good.
The game was outstanding running the football. And Adam Troutman out of Dayton. Think about a guy who would make that transition, quarterback, tight end. Gave him a real factor in that offense as a junior and caught everything thrown his way. Very athletic kid. He could have been a mid to late second rounder. Not like anybody would have argued with that pick had it been for Adam Troutman. At that point, here we are now in the third round. He's still on the board. I'm rated right now as the number 2 tight end behind Cole Kmet in this draft.
All right, Mel, thanks very much. It's time for the Miami Dolphins to pick. And Commissioner, have a seat.
Shoot, I don't know. He's been in the league, I think, like 7 years.
In the NFL draft, I'm moving over to my easy chair where I usually watch my NFL football. I'm much more comfortable over here. With the 70th pick in the 2020 NFL draft, the Miami Dolphins select Brandon Jones, defensive back, Texas.
Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones is an interesting kid, a 3-year starter for the Longhorns, but he couldn't work out at the combine because of a torn labrum. So he decided he was going to show teams how smart he was. He asked for every snap of every play defensively of every team. Now, he didn't get through all of them, but he watched about 4 quarters or 4 games for every team. Now, what do we think about Brandon Jones?
Love the versatility of Brandon Jones. He has done a lot during his career at Texas. Think about this past season.
He had the same injury Drew Brees had in his shoulder.
Led that long interception and forced the fumble. But I really like it. Like high, you play in the slot.
Yeah, they got C.J. Henderson's gone.
Here was his ability to cover at the slot. That's critical, and the NFL defensive coordinators love.
Yeah, C.J. Henderson got picked. Who else for the Gators?
Players, certainly when they're top two. And I thought overall this year was Stearns as well at that safety spot. Outstanding football player, Brandon Jones. That's a real nice pick at that point in the third round.
Oh yeah, Vince Jefferson, the Van Jefferson.
Second rounder, so you're getting I think pretty good value here with a real versatile safety and athletic.
Yeah, Van Jefferson. Yeah, Duke Johnson. Yeah, he's still young, but.
Trying to show off how prepared he could be. So you take a look at Miami.
Did the Browns trade him to Houston Texans? I think they did last year.
A couple of defensive backs, and then Noah Igbinoghene, the cornerback out of Auburn. Baltimore pick is in. Let's go back to a comfortable Roger Goodell.
Oh, the Ravens got Justin Madubuike.
2020 NFL draft. The Baltimore Ravens select Justin Madubuike, defensive tackle, Texas A&M. Oh, now finally someone listened to you about Justin Madubuike out of Texas A&M. A 6'3", 300-pound native of McKinney, Texas. Skipped his final season of eligibility. Mel, you've been preaching on him for a while now.
Yeah, and right ahead of Blacklock from TCU went earlier in round two. Madubuike led the A&M Aggies with his 11.5 tackles for loss. I like the sack, so I'm thinking about disrupting in that backfield, getting after that quarterback. The quarterback hates that interior pressure. He had 5.5 sacks, 7 quarterback hurries. You got the Auburn game. He had 4 tackles, 2 for loss, and a sack. Against Alabama, he had 6 tackles. Against LSU, he had 1.5 sacks. How do you do against the quality opponent? Madubuike stepped up and did it. Got a great motor, active hands. Yeah, he had a little power at times, but I thought overall, Booger, Madubuike held up really well. He got into that backfield book and made things happen.
Yeah, I watch college football, but
I go back to the old
I don't watch it like every Saturday. Yeah, I'm a Florida State fan.
Push the pocket. What do all these quarterbacks that are pocket passers want to do? They want to step up. You got to have the interior pressure coming inside. Plays with a low center of gravity, but yet has the length to use his hips, flip the hip there.
Rocket Man, I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you something. Hold on.
Bring up guys that have athletic ability. You put athletes on the field. He has sideline to sideline chase ability, but we push the pocket. Underrated as a pass rusher, but he'll definitely get better for the next level. All right, so Madubuike is off the board. Meanwhile, let's now check out what the Arizona Cardinals are doing with pick number 72 overall. With the 72nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Josh Jones, tackle, Houston.
They went. I think they picked another lineman.
That Josh Jones is still on the board here into the third round, and finally, the emotion hitting Josh Jones. 45 career starts. He's a Houston kid, born and bred, and now he goes to the desert. DJ,
yeah, I know. It's all right.
Who was a self-proclaimed movie buff. He worked up against Ed.
Do I have a Florida Gators helmet? No.
That's going to sharpen your skills. What do we get today?
I have something else that was given to me though. From a place I used to work at. But Rocket Man, check this out. When I used to work at Haverty's Furniture Warehouse, his family, because they're from Florida, came there and bought furniture, and they gave this to us.
He's not the most dynamic or explosive player, but he's steady Eddie when you study him on tape. You see him at the left tackle position here. I have a feeling he's probably going to kick over to the right side and play on the opposite side of DJ Humphries there in Arizona.
Oh, shit.
He's a guy who has a lot of tattoos and has a good sense of humor. He has an Astros tattoo, as I said. He's Houston all the way, and one reporter asked about it in light of the...
I don't know if it's game one, but it's an authentic, like, real one, though.
I have one.
This shit's thick.
I'm not answering any of those questions. I'm still
Yeah, I was like, whoa, shit. I didn't know, because I seen the work order and stuff, and I was like, there's no way.
There is the crib. Cliff Kingsbury for the win one more time. And you know he said make sure you put it on a wide shot. Stay with us. This draft continues. We all are aspiring one day to live in Cliff's house.
watching the 2020 NFL.
The Colts have the 75th pick.
You know how you put the patty and you slap that cheese on there and it just all just comes together. And forget about the bacon. I taste some sweetness. I taste some tangy of it. You want to try that? Yes. Sweet and tangy.
I'm curious who their Bucks are going to pick next. Herschel Walker.
100 years serving the military community, we've seen you go through tough times.
And every time you showed us, you're much tougher.
Your heart, courage, and commitment have always inspired us. And now it's no different.
So we're your financial strength, stability, and experience you can depend on. And the online tools you need, because you have always set the highest standard, and reaching that standard is what we're made for.
If we weren't able to stream anything, I think they'd be lost.
We are all home right now. And that's why Verizon is giving you more of the entertainment you want. Daily is usually watching a TV show, and McKenna is almost always listening to music.
We love Verizon.
I get the shows I need when I need them. Now, unlimited things come with your favorite artists on Apple Music, shows and movies on Disney Plus, and over 70 top channels and live TV with YouTube TV.
Music plays a huge role in our life. That's how we connect.
Plans start at just $35 so your family can mix, match, and save. Shop online today, only at Verizon.
At 1-800-CONTACTS, we're here for Bianca, who'd rather get her contacts delivered. So we helped get her prescription and sent a fresh supply right to her home. Easy as that. Order your contacts now and get fast free shipping plus our best price guarantee.
She looks important.
Oh yeah, she's an insurance agent. She chooses nationwide to help protect all families, businesses, and dreams in people.
Looks like she's kind of famous.
I've got her autograph at home.
That must be tiny.
It is. You really read it.
Yeah, I got a Florida State Winston jersey when we won the national championship. That's the only one I'll keep because we won the national championship with that, and I'm a Florida State fan, so my Winston Bucks ones. I don't know if I might save one and just I don't know. I don't know yet. But this third round's going quick.
About a month ago, I got the coronavirus. It took me down, sent me to the hospital. It's the real deal, nothing to play with. And I want to say thank you to everyone out there for doing their part.
Damn, that's Tony Baselli. That don't even look like him now.
And the advice of our healthcare experts. Keep it up. We're not there yet.
Yeah, I know. Why? That's a waste.
Sooner than later. Also, thank you to all the healthcare workers, everyone on the front line who's serving people like me. Help people like me get better. You are our true heroes.
And boy, this virus hit the Baselli so differently. His wife had minor symptoms and Tony was in ICU. We're all in this together. Help us make a difference now. Huddle up for COVID-19 relief efforts and join players, teams, fans, and communities around the country in the NFL Draft-a-thon. If we unite behind this cause, we can provide relief for those significantly impacted.
5 more picks.
Every dollar counts. Visit NFL.com.
We're at
relief.
73. Jaguars.
So we're still looking at some of these quarterbacks that are still on the board, including Jacob Eason, waiting to see when he will hear his name called. Kurt Warner, what do you think they might go? What do you think they're still here for? Why do you think that is? I'll tell you what, Trey, I'm not sure it's a direct reflection of the players themselves. When you look around the league, our league is in pretty good shape when it comes to the quarterback position.
Damn, he looks small compared to Jacob Eason.
Jacksonville that have young quarterbacks slated to start, but you have to fall in love with one of these guys. Obviously, nobody to this point in dire need of grabbing a quarterback. Don't worry about sponsorship eligibilities there. The hack can stay. It's not a problem. As Jake is there, he seems also comfortable as we're trying to make. Thank you for recognizing that. We appreciate that. It's not a thing. Jake, you're all good. You're still the man child you were when you broke through the 2011 Little League World Series. We're all proud of you. We'll get there eventually. We'll figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, we got Doug Brown, the Jacksonville head coach, and David Caldwell, the general manager, trying to figure out their next move that the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to do. They filled some needs so far in this draft, including getting that quarterback
early on in the round of C.J. Henderson. So we're trying to figure out exactly what they are going to do as we continue to go through this process to figure out what's going to happen next. So as we're trying to see what happens when the Jacksonville Jaguars pick gets in, Mel, what do you think of what the Jags have done so far, and where do you think they might?
Oh shit! The Saints traded up.
Well, if you look at what they did in the first round, Trey, and you go back to that, because C.J. Henderson is an excellent cover man. Then you get the fast rusher, and you put a lot of chase on. So I think we do it.
The Saints traded up to 76.
I was a little surprised. I know you talked about the potential because of his versatility, but you think about the injury issue. You got to stay on the field to be a factor for Gardner Minshew. I think the durability with Laviska Shenault Jr. is a big factor. Maybe some people had him in the third round, they took him in the second. Maybe some will think that's a reach, but at one point in time, Shenault was like a first rounder. But I think those injury issues 2 years in a row is the reason why maybe people have some concerns about Laviska Shenault Jr.
You're right, though, Mel, but if Laviska Shenault is healthy, he is a game breaker, and we saw that from his first play in college football.
Now I have Rocket Man. What about LaMichael Piron? Is he a good? Can he catch? Is he a pass catching running back?
With the 73rd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Devon Hamilton, nose tackle.
Devon Hamilton.
All right, so Devon Hamilton is off the board. Now, listen, he only played 1 year as a starter, but the year he played as a starter was a very effective season for the Buckeyes.
It was. And if you talk about talent-laden defense, and the guys that can get after him, you got Chase Young outside. They needed an interior presence. He got in that backfield. He handled some double teams, I thought, very well. Stayed on his feet, located the football very effectively, and made plays. He was a nice player for Ohio State, and a very consistent, reliable player. You didn't have the ups and downs with Hamilton. You knew he was going to bring it. He was a workmanlike player. They could count on week after week to show up.
He's got good hands to get past the lineman. Maybe the Bucks go with him then.
Devon Hamilton was a solid football player. Like I say, for a heck of a football team, a lot of talent, probably a little underrated and overlooked as to what he meant to that defense. He was a solid player, and a guy that I think was an element with that defense all year.
Yeah, again, 10.5 stops for loss, along with 6 sacks. And you remember what the Jacksonville Jaguars have lost in free agency. That's exactly what they need to do to plug up the inside of that defensive line. Meanwhile, the New Orleans Saints are next up on the clock, and I see the commissioner is back in his favorite perch, in the comfortable chair. So let's check in with Roger one more time.
The Cleveland Browns have traded the 74th pick to the New Orleans Saints. With the 74th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Zach Bond, linebacker, Wisconsin.
A lot of people thought potentially Zach Bond might be a first-round pick, but here he is sitting in the first half of the third round instead. Look, he was a stud for Wisconsin, 32 combined sacks and tackles for losses last year, but he was a high school player of the year as a quarterback.
So the coach run the clock, and then we're on the clock.
A very small school. In fact, the first recruiting letter Wisconsin sent was addressed to Zach Brown, not Zach Bond. And now, of course, he's a linebacker at the collegiate level, and he's a linebacker, there it is, Zach Barn as well. There were all kinds of issues.
No shit. The Colts just traded to the Lions.
Quite a player for the Badgers when he got on the field, regardless of the recruiting letter issues.
Yeah, look, when you look at that letter, I'm reminded that as an option.
Colts just traded their pick to the Lions.
I've got recruiting letters for Darnell Jeremiah, so we've been there, Zach. Don't worry about it. You can buy that.
The Bucks are.
But he's somebody that can play on the ball.
Yeah, the Bucks are next.
He's athletic. He's versatile. He has the ability to really bend once he gets to the top of his rush and flat towards the quarterback.
The Bucks are now on the clock because the Colts pick is in. They traded up.
On the ball, he can rush. He can drop himself in the flat like this. So there's a lot of things that Zach Bond can do. And Lewis, if not for some concerns medically, he would have been long gone by this point in time. That's the only reason he was still on the board at this point.
Yeah, DJ, I got a chance to see him early this year down in South Florida when Wisconsin went down there. He's someone who the coaching staff raved about.
about as far as his leadership, his tenacity, his versatility, and really what they liked. They liked when he was up on the line of scrimmage and he was rushing the passer, and when he was rushing with power and rushing with high side speed with those rips that you saw right there.
Cameron Dantzler. I hope the Bucks get him.
Putting pressure on the passer. He can put off the ball and play in a stack position as a sandbacker, maybe even a Mike.
This could be where they could get a corner. I'll go get Cameron Dantzler. I forgot he's available.
That's what he has been successful at doing at Wisconsin.
Yeah, listen, Schefter tweeted, Adam Schefter, that Vaughn notified all 32 teams that he tested positive for a diluted sample at the combine. He blamed that on drinking too much road water, or too much water, rather, for weight-related weigh-in purposes per his sources. You have to wonder if that factored in any way, shape, or form as well. So, meanwhile, the Lions' next pick is in. It's pick 75 in the third round. Let's see where the commissioner says the Lions are going to go.
The Indianapolis Colts, who traded the 75th pick to the Detroit Lions. With the 75th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jonah Jackson, guard, Ohio State.
Jonah Jackson.
All right, so Jonah Jackson is off the board, the guard from Ohio State University. Mel, tell us a little bit about this Buckeye.
All right, here we go. The Bucks run the clock.
Ohio State, he has a heck of a year. He'll start out as a state playing for the Scarlet Knights. Yeah, obviously you think about the jump up to Ohio State. A lot was expected of him. He was going to be a whole filler. He was an immediate starter, and he was. He came in there. He's 306 pounds. Did a great job with Justin Fields at quarterback. Made the most of this one season with the Buckeyes. Did a heck of a job, I thought, in supporting not only J.K. Dobbins, but Fields. Good in the pass game in terms of protection. Solid run blocker. Not only moved defenders off the line, but he got to that second line level and landed some really good shots. Pass blocking was, I thought, good. Could get a little bit better. So if he makes strides there, then he becomes a little more complete. Then he's got a chance to be a starter in the National Football League with the Detroit Lions and help out Matthew Stafford as well. So I think when you look at Jonah Jackson, benefited from having that one excellent year at Ohio State. Alec Layton, we talked about all those guys getting drafted. I think
The pick is in.
They saw guys not only Keith Dobbins, but improved. They still had some ways to go with the pass blocker. But when it comes together, you can be looking at a starting guard in the NFL.
Well, he's also played a little center, but this 1 year at Ohio State, third-team All-American honors from the Associated Press, and first-team All-Big Ten accolades. Jonah Jackson is off the board, and that Patricia seems happy about it. Okay, Bruce Arians still on the porch. Jason Light still running around with all the kids. Where does Tampa go? I know some of you have asked about the M&Ms. They're still within reach, and they are getting lower. I promise you.
With the 76th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Keyshawn Vaughn, running back, Vanderbilt.
Keyshawn Vaughn.
All right, so Keyshawn Vaughn is from Nashville, stayed there for his collegiate career. Again, he attended high school somewhat less than 2 miles away from Vanderbilt Stadium. He was the 2014 Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year and transferred from Illinois to Vanderbilt. Lewis, what do we think about this running back?
But this is a downhill north-south runner that doesn't mess around very much with moving side to side. And he's a guy who has good speed, about 4.51 in the 40 once he gets onto the second level. But again, he's a guy who wants to hit it north and south, as you see on your screen. And once he gets in the open field, rarely do you see him get tracked down. He's got just enough speed to rip off his plus 20-yard runs as much as possible. And he was pretty productive in the passing game as well. Not a very varied route tree, but he had dependable hands. What I did like about him, though, and what he will bring to Bruce Arians is this. He's going to bring a guy who's going to slam it between the tackles, a guy who's going to be very productive on first and second down. And if you needed to go on the field on third down and catch the ball, he will get it. He will get what he can. He will catch the ball and turn it up north and south. This is a very solid, typical third-round running back that you're going to wind up saying after 10 years or so, man, he had a productive career.
Well, a third Commodore running back is most multiple.
What do you think about that?
Rushing seasons. And what have we said about Tampa Bay? We like the defense. We like the weapons that Tom Brady is thrown to. Maybe we can get a little upgrade in the running game, and maybe they believe they've done that with Keyshawn Vaughn, the running back out of Vanderbilt. I know one person who thinks he's done that. That's Jason Light, the Buccaneers general manager. High fives all the way around. Stay with us. Round 3 of the draft.
Damn, I don't know. I didn't even heard of this guy.
Coming together
But Jason Light's always picking no names.
Especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. Will defer 3 payments.
Keyshawn Vaughn.
For peace of mind, up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com.
They said he ran a 4.5 40. That ain't fast at all.
Service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
Bud Light Seltzer, available for delivery.
I know, it don't make no sense to me. It's like, damn.
Wouldn't it be nice to eat some of your old friends, like the Chalupa Supreme?
But we'll see how it pans out, though. But
order ahead and get your $5 Chalupa Cravings box at Taco Bell's contactless drive-thru.
to me, I don't know. If you haven't heard of him, then he's don't know about him, never heard of him, then that's something ain't good. Something ain't right there. That's my opinion. I never heard of the kid. Keyshawn Vaughn.
Making real-time decisions to best serve you, our customers.
Because now, more than ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Like a good neighbor, stay constant.
Hello, son. Dad, not cool. You know what's not uncool? Old Spice after hours. And jazz. Dad,
Yeah, I know. That's what I think.
Without all that jazz.
We have a running back. Ronald Jones is a good running back. We need someone that can catch and break the runs, the screen passes that can catch.
Proper language to use for this telecast. As we continue here on the 2020 draft, it is day 2, round 3, with the Denver Broncos there on the clock. Got John Elway, the general manager, and Vic Fangio, the head coach. They have gone full offensive weapons for Drew Lock so early in this draft, getting Jerry Jeudy in the first round, KJ Hamler, the speedster, out of Penn State. In the second round.
I heard of Brady when he was playing at Michigan too.
Their defensive-minded head coach.
I never heard of this kid. Fucking Keyshawn Vaughn.
On that side of the ball, because if you look what they have on the offensive side, they also have Portland Sutton. Remember, they picked up Melvin Gordon in the offseason to go along with Philip Lindsay. They believe Noah Fant, the tight end they took in the first round last year out of Iowa, will also be something.
I rather took the quarterback, let him learn behind Tom Brady, than pick that guy.
As the pick is in, let's go back to Roger Goodell and his easy chair.
They picked that one. I bet you they picked that one on fucking.
The 2020 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Michael Ojemudia, defensive back, Iowa.
I know Danster was still there. The cornerback, I would have picked him. That's
auto design, Mel, because his dad is a longtime engineer at Ford Motor Company. What kind of career could Ojemudia engineer in Denver?
Well, you're looking at a talented kid. He has the length, obviously, with those long arms. He's 6'1.5", 200 pounds. The 36 vertical combine, and what he really got everybody's attention was that 4.45 speed that he showed in conjunction with all that physical and athletic talent. Go back to the tape against Wisconsin. He had a career-high 7 tackles in that game. Impressed there. Against the USC Trojans in the bowl game, he had 5 solos and a couple of pass breakups. This kid, I just thought was an all-covered that late really helped him make plays in front of him.
yeah. It was raining all day here in Plant City.
Probably pushed him up probably 20 to 25 spots in my opinion, because I didn't see him being a third-round pick based on tape. I'd been a fifth-round grade, bumped him up a little bit after that combine. He can match what he showed at the combine in terms of physical skill, get coached up, become a little bit more versatile. Ojemudia, with that kind of talent, that kind of length and recovery speed, has a chance to make this team as a obviously right to start out, maybe your sixth option, and then work his way maybe into the rotation in that secondary.
Yeah, you got to give him a lot of credit. He graduated with an undergraduate degree in electrical engineering. And
All right, there's a tweet from Jeremy Fowler from ESPN that the Bucs get their running back. The Jaguars called Tampa Bay, offered them Leonard Fournette, but Tampa Bay chose Keyshawn Vaughn instead for Leonard Fournette.
Against COVID-19 of the Tanner Health Systems in Atlanta, Georgia. We are all in this together, trying to make sure as we draft players, we also are aware.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here for the night. We got a lot of stuff we have to wrap presents for my son's birthday tomorrow and stuff. But I won't be on tomorrow because, like I said, we're having his birthday party and stuff. So I'm gonna get off here for the night. We got a lot of stuff to do. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out. And I guess go Bucks. Hopefully we get better picks tomorrow. All right, see you guys.
Supplies to the cheers coming from the city towers. We do feel the love